cancel culture is about canceling it.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
This is systematic bullying that's happening.
And they believe that they
Cocaína.
Had a gun, but it's the wax that the Terminator X run. Now they got me in a cell cause my records ain't sell. Cause a brother like me said, well,
it's born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that puts against the bed, this that I got realness, I just push, cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got gunk, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stop Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stop Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the fire in terrorist like
We'll see count. They want you to fly.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back.
What's up?
Hello.
It's been a while since we've seen everybody,
everyone.
since we took last week off, but we have Anthony Sargon here from the Do Not Worry podcast.
Hi, Anthony. Good evening. Hey, Lance. Nice to meet you. Hey, everyone. David, Matt, Mike, thank you so much for having me on. I'm a big fan of the show, a big fan of all you guys individually. Been following you guys on Twitter for a long time, so it's very fun.
And vice versa.
Yeah, huge fan of you as well.
Thank you.
Great to have you.
I'm sad to admit that I only learned about you once you went viral because you were streaming and then you could hear the bombs going off over your house when Israel was bombing Lebanon. And I was like, oh my God, this is fucking insane. And then I checked out your content as well. And I was like, oh shit, he's actually like, he's a base streamer too. Like this is crazy. So I wish I found you sooner and, you know, under better circumstances. Nonetheless, you're here. And I think you're great. Tell everybody what you do, by the way, for those who aren't familiar with you.
Well, it's very nice to be here. Mike, you did us the honor of being on our fundraiser that we did a few months ago, raising money for Gaza. So we, with your help, we were able to raise $17,000.
That's amazing.
That's been awesome. So thank you so much for being there. So I mean, if you had found my show before the war with Lebanon, like it wouldn't have made much sense because we generally just commented on like random Lebanese social media issues. Like we reacted to like weird TikTok characters and stuff like that, cringy stuff. Once the genocide started to happen in Gaza, we just completely like switched because I'm like, I can't talk about like this silly stuff while our neighbors are literally getting murdered every single day by the thousands.
Yeah.
So our content took like a shift, and we live in Lebanon, so occasionally, anytime something political or like war related would happen, we would switch our content a little bit because South Lebanon is always getting bombed by Israel. It's getting bombed today. It was getting bombed yesterday, very aggressively. So ever since the ceasefire, Lebanon's been getting hit daily. So our content kind of like we had to make a pivot. And then a year after the genocide in Gaza started, they started hitting Lebanon way more aggressively. They were bombing Lebanon every day while they were bombing Gaza. Targeted, you could say like it was more limited to the south. And then bit by bit, they started itching their way closer to Beirut, etc. And then so once they started hitting Lebanon more aggressively, we were talking about that constantly. And some clips of that went viral. And then I also started like, I used to be a big H3 fan. So I started making some like reaction videos of like what the fuck is happening with H3. They started reacting to me. They started beefing with me. So that all took another long, big turn. So we've been kind of going back and forth with that ever since. And that's essentially, so I've been streaming. Essentially, I started live streaming just in the past year. We used to just drop like one episode a week for like the past 4 years. And I've been actively streaming like 3 to 4 to 5 times a week for the past year, covering sort of like Palestine, what's happening in Lebanon, trying to give people context of what's happening here, like the Lebanese perspective, and also some good old drama slop from time to time, messing with Ethan Klein.
Love that. Love the drama slop. I also love the video game content. Like, you filmed yourself playing Dark Souls for the first time, and that is my favorite kind of content. Like, that's like catnip for me. Anybody who's playing Dark Souls for the first time, it's so fun to see people go through it and try to overcome it, because that game, I mean, that clapped my fucking cheeks. But then I got so good because I played it so much. And then it's like fun to see other people have that experience. So I enjoyed watching your streams of Dark Souls as well.
You want to watch them suffer, essentially, is what you're saying.
Thank you. I was inspired by there was that, like, the story of the 69-year-old dad that like played it for the first time. I don't know if you guys like thought.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
So there's this guy who streams who made his dad, who'd never played a video game in his entire life, play Dark Souls, and it took him like a year to beat it. I was like, if a 69-year-old dad who's never played a video game beat Dark Souls, I have no excuse anymore. I have to face my fears, so I just played the game. It was like, I'm excited to play the second one. I hated it, but I also loved it at the same time. I get why you guys liked it. So yeah.
Right. It's like a weird, like, semi-masochist thing. In the best way possible. So you did beat Dark Souls, right? I didn't see the conclusion.
I finished it. I beat Dark Souls.
Okay. When we talked, you had just finished Ornstein and Smo, and I told you, I'm like, it's all downhill from there.
I wasn't gonna let that old man beat me and not have me finish the game. So like, I'm good.
Yeah. So we missed last week. Of course, it was Thanksgiving for the Americans, and there has been a lot that's taken place since then. All of it brain rot, all of it terrible. But the big news of this week, and I know that David did a video about this, is that our beloved Miss Rachel is being targeted, and she has. Let me pull up the actual graphic here. Miss Rachel has been nominated for a finalist for Anti-Semite of the year, and when I saw this, I like straight up laughed out loud. Because you know that they've lost. I mean, they've never had their minds to begin with, but they really lost their minds when they're like, no, let me actually just go ahead and nominate the most wholesome fucking person on the planet. I do appreciate that they have Cenk Uygur with this particular face there and Cynthia Nixon. Like, they really did them dirty. This is the worst that they could find for Miss Rachel. And
I feel like it's hard to screenshot Cenk and not get that face.
I was about to say, he makes it easy for anyone to like get a screenshot like that.
Right.
Half this list though is completely insane. Like, it's just like Cenk, Anna, Marsha Cross. Who's that guy Christensen? I've seen him before, but I don't.
He was a famous TikToker who basically refused. He got an email from like a pro-Israel lobby saying, "Hey, can you start promoting Israel on your TikTok?" And then he went viral for showing that off on his TikTok.
That's right.
Oh, that was him.
I'm never going to do that. I refuse. And then ever since then, he's gone on a full kind of like Palestinian emancipation trajectory online.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They have like Stu Peters, Nazi. They have this guy, I think is a UFC fighter. He praised Hitler.
Yeah.
And then they have Miss Rachel. Like, great list.
Fuentes didn't make the list. That's weird.
It really works to undermine their proposed point, which, of course, Stop Anti-Semitism is a group that really just about being aligned with Israel. Like, it has nothing to do with anti-Semitism. But it undermines everything they're attempting to pretend to care about.
They showed a lot of restraint by not using the Anna Kasparian, like doing the hands thing. Like the fact that they didn't use that photo, they would have been they're all over that. So the fact
that's a good point. Yeah.
They resisted the urge. That's kind of crazy.
They wanted to. They thought about it.
Wasn't the Elon Musk Nazi salute this year?
That was,
year?
yeah. But they would never go after him.
No.
Yeah. Don't want to offend actual Nazis. Now, listen, I want to be fair and I want to provide both sides of the argument because this is definitely a both sides issue. So Eve Fartlow, she actually makes the case as to why it's a good thing that Miss Rachel was nominated, because she put out this little thing on Instagram saying wanting kids to live isn't anti-Semitic. You would think that that's uncontroversial, but apparently not. And Eve
also, it should be said that like Miss Rachel didn't just like wake up one morning and like say, I'm going to post wanting kids to live isn't anti-Semitic. No, that was in direct response to being called anti-Semitic simply when all she had done at that point was put out videos of her with Palestinian children who had lost limbs because of Israel bombing Gaza. And I don't even think she would mention that. Like, she literally just put a spotlight on these children and like doing children's
Fantastic.
videos,
Mhm.
doing her usual thing, singing songs, doing like a kids type, fun exercises at like a play place with a Palestinian child who had become disabled, lost limbs because of everything. And that's why she was being called anti-Semitic. And this was her response to that. Like they like specifically clip out, the fact that this is a response to make it seem like to anyone who's just joining us and hasn't been paying attention, which is honestly the majority of people have no idea what this is even all about. This is a very online thing, a very specific to like the political bubble of being in this world that we're in. This is a response to being called anti-Semitic for videos with Palestinian children. That's why she posted this to begin with. And this is the proof they use.
Essentially. Like that's the saddest thing. She was just trying to humanize Palestinian kids, and she's been doing that nonstop, and that's why everyone hates her. But it's like that bar is so.
Well, we should be clear. Not everyone hates her. In fact, she's
amongst the pro-Israeli crowd, right? But
I want people to understand that this is something that is very within their little fantasy world, the Zionist fantasy world that Miss Rachel, who the rest of reality views as basically the face of children's media for the digital age, for kids growing up, Gen Alpha. Yeah, she's the new Mr. Rogers. Everyone views her like that, except for the people living in fantasy land who think she is being anti-Semitic as she posts videos with Palestinian children.
It's crazy. One thing that hopefully will make Miss Rachel feel better is that she was nominated for MVP of the Year for the Humanist Report's annual award show. So I hope that she will keep that in her back pocket. That's more important than the Anti-Semite of the Year award. I feel like I should do my own Anti-Semite of the Year award and just nominate all Zionists because they're the ones who are really, along with the Nazis, perpetuating it. Because it's crazy. Like just going back to like the way that this has impacted the discourse, I feel like they don't understand how much this is radicalizing people. Because I've been watching Philip DeFranco's show lately, and he's always been pretty objective when it comes to Israel-Palestine, where he doesn't necessarily call it a genocide himself. He kind of says, well, this is what scholars are saying, and he tries to not insert himself. But when he talked about the story, he just took a minute to be like, are you guys fucking stupid? This is crazy. Like, when the normies get radicalized by what you're doing, that's when you know that you've kind of strayed from the path. And then I wanted to read this tweet because I thought it was genuinely funny. This is a blood libel. It's that simple. If you don't understand why, you don't know the first thing about Jew hatred. So for those who don't remember, Eve Farlow is the same person who has that infamous tweet where she's like, my friend saw a sign that said free parking, but she thought it said free Palestine. The Jews are tired. And I just feel like that level of brain rot is so unhealthy that you have to seek counseling. Like, the things this woman is saying is insane. And then she responded to this actually saying, if you don't believe that anti-Semitism is real, just look at the responses to this. It's like, girl, they're responding to you because you're fucking insane. And this is an unhinged take. I don't know what to say. There's not really a way that you can convince these people. But just seeing their stupidity, letting their freak flags fly, they don't understand it's doing wonders for the anti-Zionist movement, which is encouraging.
They're essentially doing Miss Rachel is Hamas, just by calling it.
Right.
Miss Rachel is Hamas. But by the way, she's beloved in Lebanon. Like I stumbled upon no less than 2 Miss Rachel impersonators on Instagram ads. I swear to God, we have Miss Rachel impersonators that you can hire for birthday parties in Lebanon.
No kidding.
I shit you not, man.
I love that.
Her profile is grown. I have no reason to know who Miss Rachel is. I have no reason to engage with her content. I follow her on Instagram. I'm a huge fan. She's gained a massive following. I'm sure whatever controversy, she's lost a tiny fraction of her audience. If
I'm proud to say I liked her before she was cool. My son in his first 2 years, he loved Miss Rachel. He watched it all the time. And I guess this is 2020, 2021. Yeah. And then I never really the idea of somebody being in a children's space and weighing in on topics like this heavy it's just, you don't normally see it. but it makes total sense for what she does, because again, she's just standing up for human life. Like, she's standing up for children. It's actually right in line with what she does. And I wish more people it's happening more now, but more people in apolitical spaces would do stuff like this, because I think this is what really helps to reach out beyond just our world of like news and politics and current events, is when just people that are in completely separate industries are weighing in on these sorts of topics. It helps to I think really educate in a way that we simply can't, because our reach isn't what their reach is.
And she's also she's like, I'm not religious, but she's also made a couple of really nice like tweets and posts about like her being Christian and this being consistent with her Christian values. And I think like she's the one person who's been vocal about her Christian faith who actually speaks about it in a way that like makes sense to me. Like she's out there like representing, I feel like, because a lot of Christians online seem completely insane and you assume they're like right-wing extremists. She's out there like, no, like this is consistent with my Christian faith. And as a Christian, how can I not speak out about what's happening in Palestine? Which is also, I think, like it was kind of refreshing to see, because all you get to see is like insane religious people online. So so that's kind of nice as well.
It's also what's, I think, really adding insult to injury for the people who hate her, because a lot of evangelicals in the United States are just raised to be Zionists. So she's kind of like shirking that Christian Zionist line that everybody kind of toes. And it's pissing them off, because you're not supposed to say that. But like she had a quote, I don't have to play the video, it's just really short, where it's like, I never thought I'd have to go on TV and beg for children to not be intentionally starved, and that would be controversial. Like, it really is that simple. It's crazy that just saying don't murder children indiscriminately is controversial in 2025. Like, it just kind of goes to show you how we've lost our fucking minds. And one thing that I came across as well, I know you all probably saw this, is that there's even a parody of her. This was shared by Jamie Mitchell. I believe this is the Gays Against Groomer lady. I'm not 100% sure. But this is a parody to make fun of her for being Hamas, as you were saying, Anthony, which we don't have to play the whole thing. It's short. But like, I just want to give you a sense of the depravity of the fucking people who are attacking her.
Hi, friends. Today's letter is M for Mom Donnie. Yay! Mom Donnie is brown, right? Which is better than white. Good. We're decriminalizing prostitution. We're decriminalizing prostitution.
This is literally like not the like I watch, like she doesn't get political in her show at all. Like this is why they can't actually show clips of her, because it undermines any kind of point they're trying to make. Because the actual show is very educational and does not delve into topics obviously like this. Just so
also those Babylon Bee sketches, when you see something by the Babylon Bee and it's like, this is not actually what the thing is, this is in your head what you think.
Yeah, it's like dumb person satire, like
yeah.
Also, like the tone and like way that she's talking, obviously this woman is exaggerating it to like mock or parody Miss Rachel, but actually the way Miss Rachel talks is because she's an actual educator, which is sorely missing in a lot of YouTube children's entertainment. A lot of people really don't respect like what like actual children's TV like that actually takes it seriously, like Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers did. Was it actually really looked into like how you actually reach children and the best way to actually teach them things. And because she's an educator, the way she says things, the flow she says it in, it's all very purposeful, because studies have shown that very young babies, react to this content. If you look online, there's people who like film videos of their kids, like literally like the second they hear Miss Rachel say like hi to them in like that specific voice she does, they immediately like pay attention to her and like are really happy to hear her voice. It's all very purposeful, but of course they don't know that. They're just mocking her because they're stupid.
I have a video of my kid when he was maybe 1.5, 2 years old, where he's watching Miss Rachel and he's like he's learning a word, like I forget what I think it's a color or a number or something, but he's like repeating it back. Like it's super cute, and I'm very private, so I'm not going to share it publicly. But it's you're right. Like there is so much content on YouTube that is very. It's like brain rot for kids, like Coco Melon, and like there's tons of AI garbage too now for children. That is just there's no value at all to any of it. Miss Rachel's one of the few that there's a reason why she's so popular. It's not just because the content that kids like, it's also the fact that they are actually learning.
Yeah. I just wonder if these people think it makes them look good with this kind of shit. Sorry, Anthony, go ahead.
Oh no, so like there was the whole Elsa Spider-Man trend. Like YouTube was legitimately dangerous for kids. Like it would harm children's brain development. But like they're going completely like comic book villain. Like I mean, the fact that they're going after Miss Rachel just shows how like just desperate they are at this point. Like they've completely lost the narrative. So it's just exposes them for being ridiculous.
I mean, if she's Hamas, then nobody's not Hamas. Like, it's just they're creating a situation for themselves where they're boxing themselves in a corner to where, like, no amount of criticism will ever be tolerated. It's insanity. There's a little bit left. I'll go ahead and play the rest of it just to see where this goes. I haven't seen the entire thing.
If Timmy has 2 houses and DeAndre has none, what should Timmy do? I know. Give him his houses, right?
Sure. I mean, I'm for it.
Maybe one at least.
At this point.
Also, I mean, is there any pro-Zionist doesn't delve into outright like racism at some point? Like that's what that is right there. Like I'm not even talking about like the usual like anti-Palestinian stuff. Like they always like they'll start talking about like their like she was doing, not knocking whoever their target is, and then just immediately for some reason start doing like anti-black racism, which is just very weird how they always dive into that stuff. It's like without fail, they just can't help themselves.
So speaking of racists, I know you all know that I'm a huge Hillary head and I don't like to come for the queen, but I had some criticism of my Dami mommy here because for some reason she decided. You know that's her archetype. She went to this event that is put on by, I think it's Miriam Adelson with a bunch of other shitheads. There was Mike Walls from the Trump administration. There is Eric Adams is there as well.
Oh, shit.
Just the worst people in the world. And what she says is so condescending. And I think that Ro Khanna had a great response to this. But basically, she thinks that the kids these days are stupid because they get all of their information from the TikToks and the social medias. And I know by now you all probably saw this, but I didn't get to react to this on my show. And I'm chomping at the bit. So I'll go ahead and play what Hillary said.
That our students, smart, well-educated young people from our own country, from around the world, where were they getting their information? They were getting their information from social media, particularly TikTok. That is where they were learning about what happened on October 7th, what happened in the days, weeks, and months to follow. That's a serious problem. It's a serious problem for democracy, whether it's Israel or the United States, and it's a serious problem for our young people. And it was frankly shocking to me how little the students we were encountering, not only in this class we teach, which is a very large class, international relations about crisis decision making, but students more generally. And that's why I mentioned the social media piece of it, because when you would try to talk to them to engage in some kind of reasonable discussion, it was very difficult because they did not know history, they had very little context, and what they were being told on social
because she's not the only one who's been saying this. I don't know if you all saw that there was a former Obama speechwriter who's saying the same talking points. It's really hard to talk to kids when you've got a wall of dead children on their phones. And like the thing that's wild about all of these talking points is why don't you ever condemn the wall of dead children? Like it's never, well, then maybe there's a problem here. Not that they're seeing it or they know about it or they have access to more information or they can actually see with their own eyes what the fuck is going on. What about the dead kids? Because it's making them so sad. Yeah. It's so hard to talk to them now.
No, I mean they're literally arguing like as she's saying that the argument is literally yeah, these kids, these young people, all they do is see this wall of dead children, and they can't listen to me try to explain to them the philosophical and mathematical and analytical equation as to why those dead children have to happen. I mean, it's just so crazy that they won't listen to reason. They won't listen to reason about why these kids have to die. It's just insane. They're the ones who are insane. It's so hot.
We need brain scans of Hillary Clinton's brain. Like people like this, I don't understand how they operate. Like these are just sociopaths, right? Like it doesn't.
Well,
I don't understand. Like how did they not get it?
It's funny though to like say what she's saying, like, oh, they just can't have a reasonable discussion, as like literally every Israel related organization is literally scanning past behind her as like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, we should listen to where you get your information from, the neutral, completely legitimate. I mean, it's like almost hilarious. There's like a fucking stock market ticker full of every Israeli organization scrolling behind her, sponsoring this event she's speaking at, and we're supposed to listen to her as the voice of reason.
Yeah, and also like Van Jones just a few weeks ago said the same thing on Bill Maher when he got ate a bunch of shit like the wall, like dead babies. So it seems to be, I guess, like that's the new talking point that's being like passed around to all of these talking heads. Like this is the new. We need to go after social media, and they're already starting to take care of the problem. Like they've acquired TikTok. TikTok is going to be controlled by like the Ellisons.
Yeah.
So like they're dealing with the problem. So I'm guessing that's sort of the new, just the talking point. It's the social media. It's just not letting these kids think straight.
It's such a self-report. It's such a self-report because they very clearly couldn't care less about dead children, hence why they're able to speak about it in such like a cavalier way. And to the extent that they even do care about dead children, it's that, it's just inconvenience. It's like, God, all these dead children, I wish that we didn't have to talk about them, so we could just talk about why, it's good that Gaza's being obliterated by Israel and why they're right to do it. It's so gross. And Hillary Clinton, like, I'm sorry, it's time for people to stop sharing these dumbass memes that I see like once a month of, this is the most vindicated woman in the world. Everything that she said would happen.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. This woman is a fucking demon.
Tell that to Libya, all right? Like every time you bring that up.
Or Haiti, or so many other countries that she was totally cool with, bombing and invading Iraq. I'm so sick of these people because like she thinks that she has the moral high ground and she like can smugly look down on young people and say, oh, you just don't know any better because of where you get your information. Where the fuck do you think your generation got your information? It was filtered through mainstream media. Like the reason why people are having the reaction that they're having is because there is no filter anymore. It's like you're seeing the atrocities being committed the same fucking like in 4K. And I think that Sam Cedar made a great point about this where he's like, it's like being mad that Americans for the first time got photographic evidence of the atrocities being committed in Vietnam and then they turned against it. Like imagine being mad that the press published those and not being mad at the actual atrocities in the first place. Like these people are actually sociopathic and like Hillary Clinton is such a demon. And just for her to legitimize this conference that's put on by Miriam Adelson, one of Trump's like most prolific donors, it just goes to show you that like these people don't give a fuck. They will align with fascists and do whatever for power, or in this case, it's probably money. Like somebody made a comment about how she probably got like $50,000 to speak for like 30 minutes. I don't even know what motivates her, but whatever it is, even if she's doing this for money or she believes it authentically, she's a fucking demon and just a terrible person.
And she's unknowingly right as well. Like she says it's a problem that kids are getting their information from TikTok. Like, yeah, that's a condemnation on mainstream media.
Right.
Like that the reason that people have to get their news off of TikTok is not a good thing. Like we shouldn't be getting our news off of TikTok. So like, yeah, the problem is not TikTok. It's mainstream media not covering the facts. And like the Obama speechwriter, like Sarah Horowitz, had also said that like Holocaust education has failed young Jewish kids because it has taught them that the weak like are the victims. I'm like, yeah, that's actually like, no, it hasn't failed. Like, that's actually a good thing that you're teaching them. Like, yeah, the weak and the poor that are being genocided are the victims. Like, that's actually a good thing. You should be happy about that.
Crazy. That clip blew my fucking mind because she's basically saying, oh my God, they're taking away the correct lesson from the Holocaust, which is never again for anybody. But the real lesson is no, Israel needs to be able to murder Palestinians indiscriminately and do whatever the fuck they want. It's just the things that they're saying, like, they know there's cameras here, but it's just crazy because they're just kind of giving away the game at this point, and it just kind of speaks to their desperation, I think, because they very clearly lost like the PR battle. Not to describe it as a PR battle, because there shouldn't be like a battle for a fucking genocide, but it's just, you can tell that they know that they've gone too far and they don't know how to put the cat back in the bag. Because I mean, people didn't really care in the United States about any issue because Americans are selfish as fuck. So if it doesn't affect them personally, then they usually don't care. But like, seeing these images are things that you can't unsee. Like the stories they're reading about Palestinians, they're not going to be able to forget these things. Like, these will live in your mind forever. At least if you're a good person who's empathetic and cares. So you could tell they're really like, they're trying so hard, but they failed. And this is proof that their project has failed. Like, the masses are no longer buying this fucking fascist Zionist horse shit.
Also, I think some of it is actual, like, I don't know if you've ever known anyone who's like a true, not just like, oh, you're saying it, but like a true like narcissistic personality.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these people have this victim complex,
Yeah.
and they truly think that they are in the right, and not only that they're in the right, but that the rest of the world, except for this tiny minority, agrees with them and sees it rightly and just as the same way they see it. When the reality is that that's the opposite is true. But they are so far gone in their own little narcissistic complex that they don't see it. They don't see what the rest of the world sees.
Mm-hmm. The thought never occurs to them. As I talk about bias and how these kids are getting the wrong information, maybe I am the one who is misled. Maybe I'm the one who's biased. No, it's not even a consideration.
I feel like that's most politicians are like, they have that disorder.
That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
At least a lot of them do, the ones that make it to the top.
Yeah. Okay, there's about a minute and a half left. I'll go ahead and play it. It gets more infuriating, of course, but
social media was not just one-sided, it was pure propaganda. And so when you think about how to tell Israel's story, and it's important, it's not just looking internally, it's looking externally, and particularly looking at young people, because, it's not just the usual suspects. It is a lot of young Jewish Americans who don't know the history and don't understand. I was talking to Condi Rice, and, she said in an interview that I did after the 20-point plan came out, she and I were on CBS, and she said, when people were chanting from the river to the sea, she would ask the students, what river, what sea? They didn't know. I had the same experience. A lot of the challenge is with younger people. More than 50% of young people in America get their news from social media. So just pause on that for a second. They are seeing short form videos, some of them totally made up, some of them not at all representing what they claim to be.
Hillary, what are these videos? What are they seeing, Hillary?
Also,
explain the videos.
Control that, right? Like, I used to be the one that used to control the media propaganda. They would usually be like an arm branch of all of our intentions.
I mean, is she sharing? Is she referencing like the Hollywood bullshit that Zionists say is?
Oh, maybe
that's very. I mean, I honestly think that Hollywood stuff is right up there with like fucking QAnon, as like, if you believe that you have a mental disorder, there's something wrong with you if you think there's like a movie industry making up these atrocity videos, and it's not like I think you have a mental disorder. I think that's right up there with fucking like QAnon shit, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large part of like, even some leftists believe it. Like, I mean, I don't mean to mention him here, but like, doesn't Destiny like he was reacting to this video?
He's not a leftist, though. He hates.
I wouldn't call him a leftist.
Yeah, like they're liberal. Yeah,
I'm not even saying that as a parent. He would be the
or
first
Democrats.
person.
Yeah, like or Democrats. He was watching this video of two Palestinians being filmed as they were running, and he was claiming that they were running on purpose, like in that angle to get shot, knowing that they would get shot. Like, so there's a lot of
wow.
you don't have to be, I feel like, that extreme to even. I mean, I guess Destiny is pretty extreme, but like I've seen that other than the Pallywood stuff, like.
Yeah, it's a lot of cognitive dissonance as well, right? Where it's easy, like it's convenient to believe the Bollywood bullshit because then you don't have to question your worldview and question, is this actually moral or is it justified, right? So just
Also-
believing that is, it's soothing to them.
Also, I don't care if someone who is speaking out against this stuff, against the atrocities they're seeing, I don't care if they don't know what river or what sea. Who
I know.
gives a shit? That is a way to make people who have morals and a meter of what is right or wrong. That is a way for them to say, no, your voice doesn't matter because you don't have the same education level or privileged background or whatever it is that she thinks you need to have to be able to say killing kids dying at the levels they're dying at, kids dying period, is wrong. I'm sorry. I don't care what you know in terms of the geographical region. I don't give a shit. I do not care. Morally, they are correct.
It's nuanced trolling, right? Where they want you to doubt your lying eyes, and rather than just like reacting like a normal human being to suffering and saying this is wrong, it needs to stop, they want you to like be more nuanced and think, well, why is this happening? Is it justified? Who's really responsible? Is it the victim who's responsible? And it's really gross because they're trying to get people to doubt reality, also that way, you know, this disgusting colonial project and genocide can continue. And I feel like the way that they talk about this now, it's not convincing anybody. Like Hillary's not going to convince a single person who is, you know, appalled by genocide that, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't know the river and the sea that I'm referring to. I guess genocide good. Like, it's not going to convince a single person. It's just,
might
you know,
convince regulation to occur on an industry, though, in like not a way that'll actually benefit the working class. Like if she gets people to start banning certain accounts from TikTok, or if she starts getting the TikTok algorithm to not actually allow people to see any of that stuff anymore, that's probably who she's trying to appeal to and reach out to. Like, think bigger picture, right? Yeah.
Right. No, I think you're right. That's what this is always about. It's the censorship. They admitted as such with TikTok. You know, it's we've got to get the TikTok algorithm under control. Jonathan Greenblatt like explicitly said this even before the ban was signed into law. So they don't like that they lost control of the narrative on not just this issue but every issue. So they're trying to find a way to reassert themselves and legitimize what they're doing through force and by manufacturing consent much more explicitly and locking down, the internet and whatnot. It's so gross. I hate these people so much. I hate Hillary Clinton. She deserves Bill Clinton.
Yeah, they're trying to delegitimize like basically dissenting voices and trying to discourage other people from speaking out. Like for example, I never studied history. I'm not I live in Lebanon. I live in the Middle East. I'm not an expert on on all of the geopolitical ins and outs of the area. I try to do my best, but I've been learning so much. Like I didn't let that discourage me from speaking out because morally, I know what's consistent with what I believe in. So I don't think it should really stop anyone from speaking out. And in fact, I've learned so much more about the area, about my own history, like Lebanon's complicated history with Palestine as well, in these last 2 years. So yeah, it shouldn't really affect. I mean, it's obviously better to know what you're talking about, and I've since like bought a bunch of books about Palestine. So I've done the work, and it's actually been like really, and I've reconnected with my Arab roots because like I lived in the States for a long time, and I'm kind of like Americanized in many ways. So this whole thing has actually made me try to dig deeper into like Arab culture, Arab pop culture, my Arab roots, everything like that. So
I love that. No, that's how normal people react to things. Like I think that a lot of people read Rashid Khalidi for the first time after the genocide started. I think that a lot of people, they started researching, Sudan for the first time after there was the massacre in El Fasher, right? Nobody really knew what was going on until there was that big event. It's always like news events that are catalysts for people to get informed. And, it's good to have a human reaction and then try to learn more, try to understand like, why is this happening? Is it neo-colonialism? Is it colonialism? Like, because if you see the massacre, just to go back to Sudan and El Fasher, and you realize, oh, it's, this is the RSF. Who's behind them? Well, they're being funded by the UAE, and the UAE is being militarized by the United States. So you begin to learn, and then you connect the dots between capitalism and colonialism and whatnot. Like, you're never gonna just know everything. It's all a learning process, and for her to just like look down at people as if like, oh, you don't know enough to comment on this. I'm sorry. I think that somebody looking at murder and saying that's bad instinctively, that's where we want people to be. Like, they can learn from there about the causal mechanisms, but I think that like just baseline saying murder bad is good. Like, I think that's just reasonable.
Yeah, like I think I think after October 7th, when Israel was bombing Gaza at the start of it, there was a lot of worry from people who had platforms that they didn't know enough to be able to say anything, and that they felt like they weren't qualified to say anything. But I think that obviously that wall began to fall, because people realize you don't need to know the ins and outs of every geopolitical issue to know that murdering is bad. Like, murdering civilians is wrong. Like that you don't have to be an expert to take a stand on that, regardless of your status, in terms of celebrity culture. Like, if you're just an actor, or if you're someone who actually is in news, I don't think you need to be an expert just to take a simple stand like that and ensure that people that follow you know where you stand on these issues.
Yeah, it's like gatekeeping. It's like, oh, okay, well, you don't know the ins and outs, and you can't name every single fucking, you couldn't pass a quiz or whatever. You don't get to talk about this. Shut the fuck up. Unless you're saying something that I agree with, then have at it. Say what you want. It's just like, it's another form of gatekeeping. It's just, I'm so sick of these people. Like, I'm so sick of their apologia for like the worst crimes that we've seen. It's so gross. And the fact that like people like Hillary are able to sleep at night when they say shit like this and think that like they're morally right is just so gross. Like, there are people on this planet that are so fucking twisted and detached that I can't even like explain what goes on in their sick minds. It's gross. Like, this is a sociopath. Okay, so if you guys want to move on, I have another sociopath Democrat to talk about. It is Hakeem Jeffries. So I don't know if you all follow this news, but so Trump actually pardoned Democrat Henry Cuellar, and Hakeem Jeffries was asked to react to this on CNN, and here's what he said.
This is Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar and his wife, who were charged with bribery. What's your response?
Well, Congressman Cuellar is a beloved member of the House of Representatives, loved in his community, particularly in Laredo. I've had the opportunity to spend time with him down in Laredo in South Texas. I look forward to that moving forward. Listen, the reality is this indictment was very thin to begin with, in my view. The charges were eventually...
I just want to pause it, because as he's saying this, like, charged alongside wife with accepting almost $600,000 in bribes from 2 foreign entities. Like, bro,
why does he even feel the need to defend him? Like, I don't. What benefit is it to him? Just as like strategically, what is the benefit for him to do that? He's no longer on your like side. Like, it doesn't matter. He's a criminal. Like, this is Trump's favorite Democrat. He was always a piece of shit. Like, he has no reason at all, politically or otherwise, to defend. Like, it's so ridiculous.
It's such a step worse than like when Nancy Pelosi endorsed him over Jessica Cisneros, when he was literally, I believe, the last pro forced birther Democrat, like the last anti-abortion Democrat in Congress. He was the last one. He could have been wiped out. It was an easy primary challenge. Nancy Pelosi came out of the woodwork to stump for this motherfucker. And now Hakeem Jeffries is like, oh, it's actually great that Trump pardoned him. He's a criminal. Like, even if you think he's innocent, do you think that this is going to help with the perception of the Democratic Party and how they're like unpopular right now? Do you think that like praising him for being a beloved member is going to help you? Isn't the fact that he's a beloved member the problem, that you have people like this in the party who are just straight up brazenly corrupt? That you have, you know, Bob Menendez as well. You have these Democrats who are like as corrupt as like some Republicans, not as corrupt as like Trump, but like still pretty fucking corrupt, and you're just like cool with it. It's wild to me. I don't understand what goes through Hakeem Jeffries' head. Like, it's fucking insane.
Going to be dismissed, if not at the trial court level, by the Supreme Court, as they've repeatedly done in instances just like this.
So Just to follow up on that, do you agree with the president's pardon here? Do you think that that was a good thing then?
I don't know why the president decided to do this. I think the outcome was exactly the right outcome.
Well,
so yes.
Because Trump likes corrupt people. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, should be something very easy to speak out against. I mean, but you got the leader of the Democrats in the House literally siding with Trump here. Like, that's what it is. Like, Trump doesn't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat when it comes to this. He thinks you should be able to do crime. Like, he thinks if you found a way to make money, it should be legal. It doesn't matter. Like, that's his guiding principle for everything. That's what guides the guy in general. Like, look what they're doing, what his family is doing with the White House and the position of the president, and how they're enriching themselves with all these sorts of deals. Their cryptocurrency companies, their insider selling and trading. It's clear that the guiding principle is not anything to do with policy, ideology, Democrat, Republican. Their guiding principle, they just know that the Republicans will let them do it, but their guiding principle is if you can make a buck, you should be allowed to do it regardless of what that you're doing to make that buck.
Those are like all his pardons too. Like he pardoned someone else earlier this week who they were convicted of essentially like a Ponzi scheme where they had taken a bunch of money from investors, largely people who are just hardworking, regular people like nurses, teachers, and claim that they were, investing this money that they would make money back. Meanwhile, this guy the money's going directly into his account. He's buying a Ferrari. He's taking luxury planes, like just a straight up white collar, like the worst criminal possible. And he gets pardoned. And it's one of like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 people like this, where he just looks for every single, again, whether it's actual Trump or someone on his team. I have a hard time believing Trump does any actual work, that he even cares. But regardless, like, these people are being pardoned because of the fact that they are these kinds of criminals that are just like him. This is the kind of stuff that he wants to do, or he does.
It's like crime is legal if you're rich, I guess. So he sees a part of himself in these wealthy criminals. He sees they remind him of him. So he's like, hell yeah.
Yes, but the ultimate class solidarity, right?
Yeah, so it's like crime is legal for the rich if you're already rich and you want to make an extra buck. But like, if any of us try to commit any kind of like simple crime, I mean, which should be illegal. I'm not trying to encourage crime, but like, yeah, we're not playing by the same rules as those people.
Yeah, so. And yet these are the same people who screech about how the left wants to abolish prisons because they are super pro crime. It's like, can you even try to be fucking consistent? Like, he is bombing boats in the Caribbean, all war crimes, by the way, not just the double tap one, but all of it is illegal. Meanwhile, he's pardoning the former president of, I think it was Honduras, who trafficked like 400 tons of cocaine to the United States, which, first of all, thank you for doing that, sir. There is a demand for it. We do want it, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sending that here. But it's hilarious to me that they don't even bother to like try to be consistent these days. It's just like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna complain about how there's drugs that are being trafficked, and I'm gonna pardon the drug trafficker in the same week, mind you. If you don't like that, fuck you. There's no standards. Like, nothing matters anymore, and it's so infuriating to watch because these people are so fucking unserious.
There's also so much of it. Like, this is part of the issue that I have, is just like remembering what's gone on, because every week there's like 20 stories that would have taken down any other president in like the early maybe not 2000s, but the 90s maybe. Like, where it's just, there's so much that it's hard for any of it to stick in any kind of way that's going to really impact him, because we all know the fact that he gets away with all of it, I think is what's so exhausting about it. Because if there was actually some sort of recourse, like, hey, this horrible thing he did happened, and now because of that, this is going to happen. There's like impeachment or something. Because none of that's happening, it just feels like it's just weighing you down. Like, it's just exhausting to even read about it, because nothing's going to come from it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fuck it.
Before they were bombing like random Venezuelan boats, they were also like bombing random like Yemeni people. I remember there was like a traditional assembly with a bunch of Yemeni people standing in like a big rectangle. It's like a tribal meeting that they had, and they claimed it was a Houthi meeting, and they showed like drone footage of a bomb being dropped on those people. Like, no one even talks about that anymore. Like, that's old news. We've moved on to the Venezuelans.
Right.
So,
I mean,
it's
there's been drone bombings in like Pakistan, Yemen, Somalia for more than a decade now, and like the drone war was what radicalized me against Obama when I started to like, I was in my lib days in grad school, and then I wrote a paper on it was like international relations, so I chose like drone warfare because I remember seeing an article and I was like, what the fuck? Obama did all of this. He's the guy who's supposed to be anti-war, and it just, you hear about these stories from like kids in Yemen who they have PTSD whenever it's sunny because that's when the drones are going to be out, and the buzzing like sends a chill down their spine. And I remember reading this thinking like, bro, Obama has to go to jail. This is fucking not okay. And now it's just so normalized. I will say it is pleasantly surprising to see people in mainstream media use the term war crimes to describe what Pete Hegseth did. That is shocking to me because I felt like there was nothing that the government could do to get mainstream media to just say, yeah, this is illegal, it's against international law. But I will say it's nice to see them at least try to flirt with the idea of reintroducing standards back into the public. The problem is that if you don't lock him up and throw him in prison, nothing's going to happen because like Rodrigo Duterte, the president of the Philippines, he is now sitting at The Hague because of the way that he handled the drug war, as Trump did. Like, he killed people who were dealing drugs, and now he's at The Hague. So if Trump doesn't have the same fate, then all of this talk about accountability and whatnot, it's not going to amount to anything. By the way, this is completely off topic, but David, is that the Lego Mario Kart set behind you?
Yes.
Oh my
So
gosh. Shit.
I had a birthday 2 weeks ago. I didn't talk about it, but I turned 40 years old.
Happy birthday.
My mom just randomly bought me that Lego Mario Kart set. Like I haven't done Lego in like, I don't know, 20 years. But it was so like, it was like meditation. Like I did it over the course. It's like 1,000 pieces, so it took like a week. But I put like a podcast on in the corner, do a little, do a little section every now and then, like every day or so. And yeah, it was wonderful. It made me want to do more Lego because it's very relaxing.
I just built the Lego Game Boy, and I've got to say, it was like heaven for the hour that it took to put it together. It's cool as fuck. It's like the same scale as the Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
The buttons are tactile. You could put the little cartridge in. There's like a it's one of those lenticular cards that you put in, so it looks like the screen is animated. It is the coolest fucking thing ever. It's so neat. Lego Game Boy. That'll be your next Lego set.
Yeah, maybe I should ask for that from Santa.
You should. I'm kind of a Lego nerd. In fact, that was Lego content was my fake number one because YouTube, they had their whole recap and whatnot. I saw your video on this, David, and YouTube just decided to not include any political content in all.
We don't exist according to YouTube. My number one, it really pissed me off because I don't watch any of this content. AI and machine learning was apparently my number one interest on YouTube, which is completely insane. Which I don't even know how they would get that. Like they must have just replaced politics with like AI, because I assume AI did the actual recap because clearly no one at YouTube has any brains, or no one, I should say, no one at YouTube exists. There's no humans that work there, so it's all just fucking AI doing everything. But like, all right, no politics. Let's just put ourselves there. Like, I don't know how they got that. It doesn't make it. Even the news content I watch, I don't watch AI news content. Like, I don't even know where that came from. So yeah, we don't exist apparently according to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen mine yet. I think mine is mostly like probably movie coverage and like box office news. Pretty boring stuff.
Mine is going to be right-wingers and extreme far-right people that I have to look up clips of. I don't want to see it.
Your replay. You love Nazis this year.
Yeah. It's like, goddamn.
I took a screenshot of mine. Okay, so I'll read it to you. My number one, it says, is Lego set reviews. That is not my number one. I've watched like maybe 5 Lego set reviews this year. One of them was for the Game Boy. My number one by far and away is political content. Like hundreds and hundreds of hours of political content, podcast, shit like that. It says my number 2 is gaming news and events. That's probably my number 2 to be.
My 2 is gaming as well.
Yeah. Number 3 is new tech gadgets. That's not. I've watched. They maybe think this because I watched like a couple of Marquez Brownlee videos, but that's not by far. We also watched like on Leftist Mafia a couple of weeks ago about that 1X robot or whatever the fuck it was, the Neo So maybe they factor that into it, but definitely not like one of my main interests. And then number 4 is pop culture discussions. I have not watched a single fucking video about pop culture or celebrities. I have a feeling that that's the thing that they're replacing politics with, even though politics should be number 1. And then number 5 is game reviews, which that should just go in gaming and news.
Yeah, why is that even separated?
Reviews.
That's weird.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. And then just like my top 5, instead of any political content, number 1 is Spawn Wave. And I watched a lot of Spawn Wave, but like, I think that it'd probably be like Majority Report as number 1. And like,
people were saying, people were writing into Majority Report today when I was on, saying how it's the show they watch it's the one show they watch every day. It should have been their number 1 watch. And no one apparently got it in their YouTube thing. Like no one said that they got it.
I think it would have been my number 1 too, probably, just because there's. I don't watch it every day, but I've watched a lot over the past year for sure, and even clips as well. Like so, it's just
I'm pretty sure Majority Report is the biggest of the left-wing YouTube shows. I don't think anyone counts Young Turks as the same category. No. So like the fact that no one received the Majority Report on their list seems a bit suspect.
Although you want to know the one political channel that even got a mention in my recap, I don't know if you could see that in the corner. You see half of it, like a semicircle. The Vanguard.
Is that the Vanguard? Yeah.
That's the only one that got a single mention. It's insane.
I wonder how
I watch the Vanguard, but
YouTube's algorithm was like, all these guys do is talk about the Young Turks all day. They're not really
pop culture. I guess, that's probably pop culture. I bet that's where you got pop culture from.
That might be
the pop culture
because they comment on some random stuff as well, so they have a pretty good mix of stuff. So I think they might be counted as pop culture. But yeah, those guys are funny.
They're amazing. They're the closest that came to what I actually watch mostly, which is crazy to me. I think also R.M. Brown came up as well. I don't remember if I.
Yeah, actually, he was on mine as well. He probably comes up as like comedy or something. But any channel that's like just like straight politics or not. I mean, this goes right in line with how YouTube treats us. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know about you. I don't have a channel manager. Like I used to when I had 100K subs. I had one, and then they moved her to a different job. Never replaced her. There's no human at YouTube that I can talk to. Which any other like for anyone watching, if you have a channel that's like gaming or fashion, beauty, whatever, any other industry on YouTube, and you have 700,000 subscribers and you don't have a channel man, like that's unheard of. Mm-hmm. It's crazy that I can't talk to anybody that's real at YouTube. It's so stupid. They hate us. They want us to go away.
I kind of had a channel manager when I got when I lost monetization a couple of years ago when I left TYT, because Kyle Kalinske, Crystal Ball, Sam Cedar, like the guy who does their channel management, I was put in contact with him, and he's the one who helped me, and he's like, hey, keep my contact info, so if you have any other issues, then we can go through this. Like, it was unofficial. Nice. And then a month later, he's like, I'm going to grad school, bye everybody. Like, he just sent out a blast email. I'm like, well, there goes my my access to a human being at YouTube. Fuck. Back on the outs again. But we do need to ask the Vanguard what they classify their channel as. Because the fact that they showed up, they're doing something right. Like, I don't know if they put themselves as entertainment. I don't know if I changed myself as entertainment back in 2021 when YouTube thought that I was an anti-vax channel because I was talking about anti-vaxxers. But I need to change it from, like, I just need it to not be news and politics because I'm getting fucked by that.
Mine is technically under, I think, entertainment as well. Because I mean, I'm technically not a politics show. We touch on politics. Not that I'm appearing in a lot of people's top 20s, but I think mine is because we started as entertainment back in the day, so that's what we've been. I think that's the difference in that case, at least for me.
We might need to try that. I think we're doing it wrong. We need to stop calling
Maybe
ourselves
I should
politics.
just do entertainment. Yeah, just fuck like just actually be entertainment. Fuck politics.
The problem is,
it's time to get out of this fucking depressing shit. Do something.
So what's
fun.
new in entertainment then? What do we talk about?
That's true. I mean, I would still talk. I mean, I care too much and I pay too much attention to not talk politics.
What celebrities are dating? Like,
Yes, that shit's too boring to me.
I don't know the celebrities is the thing. I'm a complete boomer. Like when I hear people talk about celebrities, I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Exactly.
Like
Me too.
Like the new ones.
You could just make some up. Just make up some celebrities, talk about it, pretend they exist, and people will believe you because there are so many of them now, thanks to TikTok, that it doesn't matter.
The only time I know about them is if they say something stupid or political. So like I know about Sydney Sweeney because she did her white supremacist.
We can talk about Sabrina Carpenter. She recently ratioed
I do know her.
the Department of Homeland Security. I don't know if you saw that, but
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, they used her music, and she said, "I don't want to be part of your inhumane agenda. This is disgusting." It was stronger words than Nintendo or Microsoft ever used. So
or Taylor Swift even, who said
Taylor
shit.
Swift. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
The Franklin publishers came back at Pete Hegseth though. The Franklin
that's true.
Franklin, yeah, they're not fucking with that too much.
I love that. If Franklin
it's
can say
Canadian,
something, they are Canadian.
He's Canadian. Yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah.
Okay. That actually makes so much sense, just like canonically, because Franklin does have Canadian characteristics. I don't know if he said a boot, but he's like very like kind and forgiving and
Do
apologetic.
I say a boot?
No, you guys blend in. I don't know if you guys have any Canadian like
accents. Closet Canadians.
You are closet Canadians. I'm a closet American. I try to say I'm Canadian, so I'll try to slip in a boot once in a while, just so people are like, "Is he Canadian?" But yeah, that makes sense. It's crazy that Taylor Swift, for example, hasn't said anything about Trump using her stuff. I think it kind of speaks to like a bitch assness in celebrities like her who are trying to like have the biggest audience, I guess, even though she's already like super famous. I guess I don't know what the reservation is. If somebody was using my art for Nazi agitprop, I think I would be like, actually, no, this is pretty fucked up. So it's like, it's reasonable to see Sabrina Carpenter just be like, don't fucking do this. Whereas Taylor Swift is just like, well, I'm going to go and sing and fucking, I don't know, the shit
Same
that
with
she
the Pokemon
does.
company and Microsoft.
I mean, I think Taylor Swift has probably a large portion of her fan base is probably a little right wing. Like, I mean, she's technically pop music, but she started off as a country music star. Country music albums are like the only physical
true.
CDs that people still buy, I feel like, in stores. So
And
like,
Christian rock.
she's not about
Christian rock.
CDs and country, Christian rock. So she's not about to mess with that, I feel. So like there's a lot of, I think, like white women in her fan base, and I think like a large, I don't know what the statistics are like, but like a large part of white female voters might be maybe more likely to vote for Trump or something. So
that's a good point.
With that too much.
I would like to know, didn't she like secretly donated to Palestinian causes, right? Or went to a fundraiser? Is that right? Or am I...
She attended, I think, a concert, but like I know that because I weirdly enough, we did like a little mini documentary. We went to like a Taylor Swift, Swifties like party in Lebanon. We went to like local Swifties and we did like a little vlog, and all of them were talking about how they were extremely disappointed with her not speaking out about what was happening in Palestine. Also, isn't she's engaged like a football player? Football, like when I think of football, I think of Republicans for some reason as well. I think like right wing. So he has a big right wing audience. They're just trying to like not alienate anyone. They're doing like the Michael Jordan thing. When he wanted to sell shoes, he's like, I can. Republicans buy Nikes as well.
That's true. That's a great point. Although her boyfriend, fiance, husband, I'm blanking on his name, but I remember when they got together, the right was shitting on him because he did an ad for Pfizer for the COVID vaccine.
Oh shit!
That's all it takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, like the Republicans are so far right now, they think that like the NFL is woke. Like they got really mad for a long period of time because people weren't kneeling for the American, anthem. Predominantly black players for very, very obvious reasons, and that became.
Why wouldn't
a thing.
they kneel? I wonder why. Why would they have a reason to do
Why
that?
don't you pledge allegiance to the country that gave you so much?
Also, Bad Bunny. That's why it's woke. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's going to perform at the Super Bowl. Right?
Bad Bunny.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's hard, I guess, for some people to speak out right now in the moment because there's social pressures, but I feel like it's not going to be too long in the future when people are going to look at this in a very like unified way and realize that this is fucked up what's going on. So I feel like it's a really bad look for the people who choose to just be silent and the people who speak out, like the people like Miss Rachel, who don't necessarily have to, but just feel like this is the time to speak up. I think those people are going to be looked back as like more courageous, and people like Taylor Swift are just going to be, I don't know, more washed up and irrelevant, although she's still super popular. So what the fuck do I know? And I don't know shit about pop culture, but I would like to think it. Maybe I'm wish casting that maybe she fades into obscurity, because I think she should grow some balls and stop being a fucking pussy.
Well, I think at some point, like, people, assuming they still exist on this planet, there is going to be a look back at this time of just like who spoke out, who didn't, who was willing to stand up, who wasn't. And regardless of how people are being treated now or not treated for, speaking out, it's going to come back and hurt whatever legacy these people are going to have. Celebrities.
And I mean, she should just depends. I don't know what age Taylor's average audience is, but like young people are, even Republicans at this point are universally like anti-Israel. Like Nick Fuentes fans are even like it's all extremes. So like, for example, they're way more conscious about the stuff that they're boycotting. Like young people are like not fucking with Scream 7 because they fired Melissa Barrera because she tweeted out about Palestine. So like they want to boycott Paramount movies. And if Paramount acquires Warner Brothers, people are talking about boycotting Warner Brothers movies because then it's going to be controlled by like the Ellisons and stuff like that. So
how many people aren't going to watch Stranger Things because of
Noah
the
Schnapp.
Zionist dude? Yeah,
or
Noah
because
Schnapp,
the show just sucks now. Like what?
He's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's terrible. And then like there was another actor on Stranger Things that like defended him. Like, yeah, Zionism is sexy. It's just the thought that Israel should exist. I'm like, you're making it worse. You're not helping the show.
Although there was the red-haired actress in it who plays one of them. She had some interview with a magazine. Yeah, and she said that she listens to Matt Bernstein, who is an anti-Zionist Jewish progressive podcaster. He's funny as fuck. So that's encouraging to see. But yeah, people are like, I hate to say this because I want people to find distractions, but people are increasingly not able to separate the art from the artist, which is an issue that I've had. I can't, if I know that this celebrity or whatever, or this artist said something racist or just stupid, then I can't enjoy it. I can't enjoy Harry Potter even if I pirated it. I would never give her money, but like I can't, because I can't like detach myself from the fact that, oh, this was created by a piece of shit. So I don't know. If you can detach yourself, I guess that's great, but my brain is too broken. Like it's too, I remember everything.
It gets easier, I think, for some people if it's really far away from the period of time where they're relevant. Like J.K. Rowling is still actively today using the money that she generates to like attack trans people. So when you go to one of those events or movies, you're like literally funding, oppression. That's like an additional shitty thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Lebanon. We've been banning, like Lebanon actually bans some movies if they have Zionist actors. I used to love Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino used to be one of my
favorite. Did you see him going after Paul Dano the other day?
Paul Dano's like such a
where did that
actor,
come from?
Nice guy.
Because Paul Dano fundraised for Gaza. He did an Artist for Gaza sale.
Oh, is that why he's free? Okay.
He has a regular comic book that he signed and like fundraised for Gaza with and made all like a big thing about it. And he's like, he's awesome. Good for you, Paul Dano. Right? Like,
I fucking hate Quentin Tarantino now. Like he lives in Tel Aviv. He went to an IDF base like right after October. He visited an IDF base to like give a pep talk to the soldiers. I'm like, fuck you piece of shit. I used to love that guy. I didn't watch the latest Leonardo DiCaprio movie because he's building a luxury hotel in Tel Aviv. He's investing in a luxury hotel.
Is he really?
So one battle after another.
My mind too. Fuck him.
I didn't watch one battle after another. It's super hard for me now to like look back at a lot of entertainment that I used to consume and think that the people that made this and a lot of this stuff shaped my like fucking youth and childhood. I'm like, these people fucking hate me. They think I'm like dirt. So I've had to reprogram my mind and be like, okay, I'm done watching this garbage. And again, the Lebanese government, like I'm not for censorship, but like if I'll say that the Lebanese government is pretty based for banning movies with like Zionist actors or like Israelis. Like they're going a bit too far. Like where do you draw the line? But like Gal Gadot movies are literally banned in Lebanon. They're
well, you're better off for that, I guess.
So like that is fucking based. They've spared us. They've spared us. Like we couldn't watch Snow White. That didn't come out here. We didn't get to see that. None of that shit.
No shit. It's Gal Gadot in Snow White.
Isn't she like
queen?
She's like one of the main characters. Yeah.
That's
also this is not. I mean, it's somewhat related, but Kevin O'Leary is in the new Timothée Chalamet movie, and I will never watch that fucking movie because I cannot possibly take it seriously. Seeing fucking Kevin O'Leary's face and one of the main characters of that fucking movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I must apologize. Kevin O'Leary is half Lebanese. We don't claim him. Fuck
Is he
Kevin
really?
O'Leary.
Hey,
He's half
Canadians don't
Lebanese.
claim him either.
No, we don't
One
claim.
of you
Yeah.
gotta take him.
We don't want. No, he's not coming here. We
I
have
always hated
enough
that
like
guy.
we have enough criminal businessmen and stuff. Like we don't need that guy. But also, I fucking hate him for another reason. I used to be addicted to Shark Tank. I used to fucking love Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary used to always encourage people. Like when they tell him, like, we make our products right here in the USA, he's like, why don't you make it in China? You could save so much money. And then when Trump started installing the Chinese tariffs, he was like, Trump should have more tariffs. It should be 400%. I'm like, you motherfucker. You encouraged all these people
He's a
on
piece
Shark
of
Tank to
shit.
go to China. And then as soon as Trump had the tariffs, he's like, more tariffs. So he's just morally inconsistent as well. But yeah, no, we don't claim him. Lance and David, he's yours. I'm sorry.
No.
But yeah, he's America's problem. I see him.
He
commenting
moved
on
for a
America.
reason. We rejected him.
Why aren't we
He's
deporting
done.
him? Why doesn't ICE pick his dumb
That's right,
ass
yeah,
up?
he's your problem. Yeah, he lives in New York now, so yeah, he's your problem.
But he was always like he was so. The Canadian version of Shark Tank is Dragon's Den. So he was on Dragon's Den before Shark Tank ever started, and he was always like that kind of guy. Like to me, he was always putting on a character. I still kind of think he's just playing a character, but someone who's able to do it to this degree, where he's on CNN playing a character on the wrong side of history, like that is sociopathic. Like that's next level. It's one thing to play a character on a TV show where your people are pitching their ideas. It's another to be the political character of Kevin O'Leary, which that's next level.
Yeah. I will say about the celebrity subject, one thing that I did see that was funny as fuck about Stranger Things is somebody posted a picture. I don't remember what it was for. Like maybe it was like just screenshots from the show or whatever. And it was of Noah Schnapp's character or whatever. He was like elevating and his eyes were like rolling in the back of his head. And somebody quote tweeted that and were like, when somebody says one negative thing about Israel.
There's so many memes.
I
There's
laughed
a lot.
so fucking hard about
Montreal
that.
is flooded with Noah memes right now, and they're really funny.
It's so fucking funny.
Twitter hates him. Twitter fucking hates Noah
Twitter
Schnapp.
doesn't like
It's really funny. I'm here
It's
for
crazy. It's
Noah
crazy that
Schnapp.
Azealia Banks hates him, but she's also a Zionist, or at least she was. And then she like wanted to get the fuck out of Israel. Am I misremembering that? That is Azealia Banks, right?
She has no ideology. She's all over the place.
Yeah, there's no consistent moral compass with Azealia Banks. One day she'll be saying the most homophobic stuff in the world, and then the next day she'll ratio J.K. Rowling out of nowhere, and you'll be like, I have no idea what to believe anymore. Like,
She does like the opposite of like what Taylor Swift does. She like gets into everything. Like just has every position to offend everybody to try to get everybody's side, but through by being a jackass.
She's the musical equivalent of Michael Tracy. Just like, what's everybody saying? I think the opposite is true. Fuck
I am
you.
a contrarian.
God, some people's brains need to be studied, mine included, because like I feel like my brain is getting rotted to the core from all of these people.
Speaking of Michael Tracy, I didn't think he was going to come out as like one of the biggest Epstein / it's okay for like a grown men to date 17-year-olds.
Right.
I mean,
happening?
One look at him, I'm not too surprised.
That's fair. That's fair.
That just came out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, this is a cause for you. You are very passionate about this topic. Okay.
Then a lot of people start to make
die on.
a lot of people started to make the actually, if they're 15 or 16, they're not pedophiles. They're just teens. They're just underage.
Pedophilia, like, bro, stop.
Yeah. Didn't David Pacman even make that point? Or
did
like,
he really?
Oh,
I think so. Yeah, he was also making that point. I was like,
Oh,
holy shit, man.
David, what are we doing?
I did not see that, so I cannot claim. But
It was
Yeah,
no.
crazy.
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't see that. I saw Megyn Kelly's and then her double down. And then, it kind of seems like she's picked that as a hit.
His came after Megan's. Yeah, it's insane. It's a weird. Yeah, it's like no need to.
It's
bad either way.
Megyn Kelly is crazy. Like there's a like I think it's a screenshot or like a clip where it shows her when she was hosting her NBC show and she's like defending trans people, and then on the other hand she's like defending pedophilia. Like just the complete like swing, just based on whatever audience you're trying to appeal to. Like it's so I don't get how those people are able to maintain audiences. Like once you know the person you're watching has no principles in any way, they're just chasing an audience. How can you possibly want to listen to them? Like what is appealing about that individual? I don't get it.
Dude,
That's
the Candace Owens stuff right now is like the most entertaining. Like just the Twitter, like she's blaming Turning Point now, and like they're inviting her for a debate, and like it's Macron wants to kill her.
The French legionnaires and the French government, in collaboration with the Israeli government and the Canadian government, and maybe even top officials in the U.S., are trying to have her assassinated. And they had Charlie Kirk assassinated prior to her. And you're like, this
so that
stuff.
Candace can manipulate and string along an audience of people who don't realize they are being played.
Where did that come from?
Okay, I don't know how there was audio playing. Did you, you guys heard that?
Yeah,
we heard that. Yeah.
Oh, I
how
see
long
down
was
there.
that playing for?
Just like 5 seconds.
No, just like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
5 seconds.
Maybe I accidentally like pressed the space bar or something. I had a different clip queued up of the. I have not been following this super closely. I don't know if you all have. It's the Candace Owens / Turning Point beef.
Oh, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about that. That was the clip. Yeah. So this is the
How
first
outrageous it's
time,
gotten.
as little as I've followed it, that I can say I've genuinely enjoyed right wing media because.
Oh, I'm watching Candace like every day right now. It's like I can't believe how far she's gone. I was like, 800 people lost their jobs for saying things like Charlie Kirk was divisive or he was perhaps, controversial. That was like enough for a mass canceling. And now Candace Owens has all but basically claimed Turning Point USA in collaboration with Israel, like had him killed and like is getting away with it and like making bank, like the numbers she's getting on all this stuff too. Yeah,
I saw a screenshot of like all the super chats she was getting, like $200, $100, $50.
She
Like,
gets over 160. She gets over 160,000 live viewers when she does those shows. It's one of the biggest shows.
Yeah. No, it's crazy shit.
Yes, I was watching it live the other day. It is nuts how famous she is. She has surpassed all of her previous, Daily Wire. She blows them all out of the water. Yeah, all combined, like every one of their hosts combined. Wow. It's nuts.
And like Turning Point USA like invited her on to like have this debate, like we didn't kill Charlie Kirk. And if you see the replies, like, they're ratioed. They got ratioed by her.
Did they?
They're completely ratioed by her fans. Like, how does she not get sued for defamation? Like, how do you claim that? Like,
well, she is being sued for defamation by the French government right now.
That's a whole separate thing.
I forgot about that.
Like she's about to get sued. Like, how does she not get sued by Turning Point at that in that case? Like, she's literally accusing these people of killing someone. Like, that's a lawsuit.
Well, maybe there's something there.
What did that tell you?
She has the receipts. She has the receipts. Is what she's saying. So
it's crazy because like I was watching like one of the clips of Candace Owens, and I like had a thought and had to stop myself. I'm like, "You go, girl," and I'm like, "What the fuck am I saying?"
It's let them fight. Let them fight. I'm
exactly.
So
it's
happy
like
for both of them.
She's such a demon, but like I can't not cheer for what she's doing because it's dividing them so thoroughly.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Let them fight.
I love it.
And I will say, like, so that one video, like, I'm not a fan of Charlie Kirk, not a fan of Candace Owens. I think she's also like an anti-Semite. Like, they're both horrible people. But, like that the video, the montage after he died of them like just being friends, those pictures, kind of moving. That was moving. They were actually like, she legitimately seems like she was the only person like that they cared about him.
Yeah.
The only real friend. But like now,
trying to sell anything, not trying to sell shirts or banners or postcards. Like immediately was like, I'm sad. I miss him. He was a great guy. I was like, no one else is saying that. Why?
She had a human reaction, I think, for the first time in her life.
Like I felt something watching that. I'm like, you know what, Candace, I feel your pain. But like where she's taken that now, and like like it's gone off.
Maybe that was the plan all along. Develop the sympathy at first and then build up this whole freaking audience.
It's like a roller coaster ride. It's like, okay, they killed Charlie Kirk and the government from France is trying to kill me. It's like, god damn, where is this going to end up next? It's like a Bond movie, or not a Bond movie, but like, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. I can't describe it. It's so crazy. So the bald guy from Turning Point, that's the audio that you heard. I had it queued up. He responded to the shit that she said.
Oh, no way.
I love how he just like goes through this and he's like, she like in a very monotone voice, like, she said that we exploited Charlie Kirk's death. Like that's just like an example. He didn't say that specifically, but the way he says it is so funny to me because like on one hand, it's fucked up that he has to like dignify these accusations, but at the same time, it's like I'm glad that he has to do it because fuck you. Like,
we didn't kill our best friend. We didn't hire Israeli assassins to kill Charlie Kirk.
It's so it is fucking insane. Like the right-wing media ecosystem is fucking wild. Like you are going to melt your brain watching this shit. But like one thing I will say is that you will be entertained. I'll play a little bit of this if you guys want to see this, but it's fucking crazy. Yeah, I only saw a little bit so far.
Candace can manipulate and string along an audience of people who don't realize they are being played. Instead of being able to grieve properly after one of the most heinous murders in American history, a murder many of us had to witness, my friends have had to endure harassment from people who have gotten whipped up by what Candace is saying. In fact, I would say we have suffered more harassment from these people than we have from Antifa supporters who overtly celebrate Charlie's murder. And
you
just like a lot of those Antifa
this
members,
is a beast of your own making. Like you could not ask for the leopards feasting right now. It's like,
imagine how the professors feel, right?
Online, yeah,
right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, wow, like
list.
imagine how it feels to be on that end of the to have people go after you because of things that people say on YouTube and the podcasts. Wow, I can only imagine what that feels like.
Yeah.
Right. These are the guys who've sent people, their followers, on everybody else. Good. Time for me to test it on medicine.
On school teachers, on doctors who operate on children, like they've had hospitals get bomb threats. Like it's been nonstop. If you happen to be a minority, LGBTQ plus, they're angry at you at any given time. They will send the totality of the far right online to like harass you. Like it pales in comparison. I'm just glad they're fighting each other. I'm just glad.
On that note, though. 600 people lost their jobs in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination because they either quoted him or they criticized him or made a joke about him. So, like, these are the original directors of the mob. And now, they're, as you said, Matt, like, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. And it's just crazy to think about, like, he's saying this and has to say this when Anthony said that he got ratioed as well. That makes it so much more fucking funny because I did not know that. Holy shit.
Yeah, they can't get away from like she's got way too many fans. Like I didn't know how popular she was, to be honest with you,
right?
Until recently, like I had no idea. It's
She's
just scary, but
unstoppable.
Also hilarious. Yeah, no,
it is because she's getting so popular for the most like hilarious reasons imaginable as well. It's crazy. Okay, I'll play some more.
Many of these people take this delight in how gross and unpleasant they can be. What our friends have had to endure is not funny, and it's not insignificant. It is evil. I have seen it. For months, we have received hundreds, thousands, I suspect, emails and calls asking us to respond. People have wanted us to invite Candace on the show, but for a long time, our approach was to say nothing. We did that for several reasons. First, we thought that her prevarications were so absurd that nobody would believe them. We shouldn't have to answer questions about
you
secret
thought wrong
tunnels
about
or
the right,
Egyptian
brother.
Air Force planes. That sort of thing is it's beneath contempt to respond to. The second reason we've said so little, though, is because there's a good rule of thumb, which Charlie followed. Do not feed the trolls. Focus on the mission. Reviving America, uplifting young people, making heaven crowded. Don't give air to people who want to tear you down and sow discord. Lastly, we didn't respond because
such a gay thing to say.
Making heaven crowded
as a friend, and we were holding out hope that she would return that friendship and stop what she was doing. But a week from now, it's going to be 3 months since Charlie's murder. Candace has not changed her behavior. She has continued to spread falsehoods about Charlie's friends, and she continues to concoct new ones about new people. She's using these falsehoods to enrich herself while dividing the conservative movement at an absolutely critical time for this country. And far too often, we here have heard from ordinary people who loved Charlie and who Charlie loved so much in return. These people have expressed the worry that we are staying silent out of cowardice or as some sort of tacit admission that some of the attacks are true. Neither is the case. Our silence has never been, and it will never be, equal to complacency or approval. Still, we decided Charlie would not allow this to go on. Charlie was not a coward. Charlie was a fighter. Charlie would not allow someone to spread lies about the people closest to him with impunity. and he would feel ashamed if other people were stepping up to defend his friends while he never did so himself. Candace has mentioned several times that the ball is in our court. So here's what is going to happen. In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point. We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court. Our motivation for doing this is not out of any obligation to Candace. It is about honoring Charlie. We feel a deep responsibility to protect his legacy, his work, and the truth. I feel that. I owe Charlie everything in my life. I feel it immensely.
You better sing the song at the end of this.
I know.
I feel like this prepared legal statement is not helping their case. Like,
No.
especially for their audience, like that's not going to land at all.
How do you do a live stream to prove you didn't kill someone? Like, how does that go? Like, what do you pull up like text? Like, here, I'm complimenting his sweater. Like how does that even? How do you navigate that live stream? Like,
Turning Point USA to finally dispel the myth that we had anything to do with Charlie Kirk's death. We are releasing a book countering that fallacy by letting you all know what we would have done if we did, in fact, kill Charlie Kirk. That book is called "If We Did It." It has nothing to do with the title of O.J. Simpson's book of a similar name. I swear to God. I mean, that's literally what they're doing. They're releasing their own version of the O.J. book. If I did it.
I will say it's extra funny because on Twitter, Candace Owens agreed to the event in person, I believe, and all of her fans were like, "No, they're gonna kill you. This is insane. This is insane." It's so fucking funny because like they're creating conspiracies about it because like, wait, why did they want you to meet at this specific venue, this location? It's like, bro. This is fucking insane. This is like movie shit. Like, why do we need to watch any movies when we have this available? It's crazy to me.
Oh my God.
I will watch that.
Yes, absolutely.
And like, again, I'm not a fan of like any of like litigation, but like, shouldn't they just like sue her and like, listen, we're not even going to address this. Like, just we're going to court. Like, this is insane. Like, just accusing us baselessly, unless she has the receipts. She says she has all the evidence and the paperwork and the.
She doesn't. I mean, like, okay, so if you look at her lawsuit right now with the Macrons, that is a situation where she is claiming Brigitte Macron is actually a man, a cis man, right? And so the evidence that the Macrons had to provide is very simple. Brigitte Macron is a cis woman and has given birth to 3 children. And so, like, that's an open and shut case pretty much, right? Like, there's nothing you can do beyond that. She has 3 kids. That's a matter of fact, like, you know? So she tried to get the case thrown out of court. She couldn't. And now that's going forward. And immediately as things are getting worse for her, suddenly France is trying to assassinate her, and the French legionnaires are part of the conspiracy that actually got Charlie killed, and she has evidence. So I think if Turning Point USA went down your route, Anthony, she would also turn that into content.
Yeah, right. How does she even have the energy for all this? Like, you know? I can barely get out a video a week. Like, she's like live. She's like 100,000 people. Oh my God, it's a conspiracy. Like, how do you do this? I don't.
It's stressful as shit, dude. It seems. Super
oh my
stressful.
God.
I lost the thread. Like, when my understanding was that they thought that it was Israel that killed Charlie Kirk. So when did it branch off into France killing Charlie Kirk and Turning Point?
When Candace Owens started to have legal trouble with Macron.
Just so happened to coincide at the same time.
Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
And like, it was so bad that Netanyahu had to release a video saying, "I did not kill Charlie Kirk." Like, the things that have transpired in the last year, I don't know if we're ever going to recover from them. Like, how do we move forward? It's fucking insane.
Israelis did a Charlie Kirk mural. Like, within 20 minutes of his death, they had like a mural already in like the middle of Tel Aviv. Like, painted on like a
proud Zionist.
Wall,
like, again, even if he was privately maybe racist towards Jewish people, which wouldn't shock me because most people who are, but like that, her leaked DMs don't prove anything outside of like what matters is he publicly was consistently very pro-Israel. And also, if Israel was going to assassinate someone, why would they do like a podcaster in America and all the smoke that would cause, as opposed to like how about Nick Fuentes, someone who is both like a neo-Nazi and is also anti-Israel? That would have made more sense, right, than the person who is like openly pro-Israel all the time, Charlie Kirk. Like you can't pick a more pro-Israel.
The target doesn't make any sense because there are people with more power if they are trying to do that they could go after. Yeah, I don't think that like the conspiracy theorists think these things through, which is why they're conspiracy theorists in the first place.
Think that's a great line. I don't think the conspiracy theorists think this thing through. You don't say.
It's like if they just took it a step further sometimes.
If they just
might
stopped
be able to
and
solve
thought.
the equation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's exhausting, honestly.
But like all of you have probably had a moment in your lives where like you got caught in a lie. You know, like I told everyone that my dad worked at Nintendo for a day because he did the electricity at the Nintendo factory because he was an electrician. And everyone at school was like, "Your dad works for Nintendo," and it blew up so fast that I was like, "I need an off ramp. This is too much. Like this is too much pressure for a lie, right?" How does Candace keep this going to the point where she's like, "The FBI is involved, multiple governments, you know, the Israeli government, Canada." You know, I was like, at what point is like
when I was in grade 8, I pretended I couldn't speak for a day, and it was actually fantastic. Like I had like laryngitis or something. I just didn't speak for the whole day, and I did it. I didn't speak the whole day, and it was awesome.
I think she's gonna fake her own death. Sorry, Mike. I think she would go as far as like faking her own death. I think she would like that's the natural. I think next step. Like she's what else is she gonna do? They got
a resurrection, like you know, after
resurrection. Like
yeah,
there's gonna be like if you're watching this video, it means they got me. That's gonna come out on Twitter at some point.
Oh shit!
And then the return event, the eventual return, and imagine the super chats when she comes back. You know, surprise live stream appearance.
She will be Christ. Christ has returned. That's crazy.
Honestly, at that point, we'd have no choice but to just like become fans and follow her as if she's a deity. I mean, the level of confidence to lie like that or do something like that, I do think she has it. I don't think that it's beneath her. So, I mean, who knows? Like, there's so many twists and turns to this story. That could be the next avenue. And if it does happen, then Anthony's going to be viewed as a fucking Nostradamus of the internet.
That's true. You called it.
It's got to happen.
Yeah, in terms of lies, I was going to say that like the biggest lie that I remember as a teenager is I was in this like secondhand, it was like a pawn shop actually. And I was trying to get this lady to take out the Xbox or GameCube games so I could like shuffle through them. She had them behind the glass. And I asked her a question and she said something and I couldn't hear what she said. And then she repeated herself and I couldn't hear what she said again. And then she like snapped at me and she said, "Why do you keep asking what?" And then I like don't know why I said this. I was like maybe 14 or 15. I was like, maybe it's because I'm deaf in one ear. I'm not deaf in one ear, but I said that. And she turned like beet red. It was like, "I'm so sorry." And she gave me $5 off the fucking game as well. And I felt so bad for lying, especially because she gave me the discount. But it's like, it was on my heart. I'm like, fuck you. Like, what do you mean? I can't hear you. But yeah, that was like.
It was kind of on her for snapping at you for her not speaking like up loud enough.
Yeah, she did. That was the second biggest lie that I ever told, and why I could never get away with the shit that Candace.
Like that wasn't the lesson. That didn't teach you that lies pay. You weren't like, oh, whoa. There's
no. I felt too bad. The lie that my number one biggest lie that really like fucked with me, and why I should never do it is okay. My sister, she made a video to fuck with my mom, where they pretended that there was a ghost in their. This was actually fucking hilarious. Where they pretended that there was a ghost in their house, and they filmed this like elaborate. Because my mom, for those who obviously don't know, none of you know. For those who don't know, as if some of you do know, my mom was like huge into like these ghost hunting shows on the Discovery Channel, and she'd watch all of them. And it drive us all nuts. So like my sister filmed this fake ghost thing where like she like caught like this ghost on the fucking screen when it was like our nephew. And like we got on the sink to turn on the faucet. So it's like, oh, shit's moving and whatnot. And so I was in on it as well. And so we showed it to my mom and she's like upping the saturation, trying to figure like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. You got to submit this to like Discovery. And we're like, no, we don't want to. So anyways, that shit backfired on me so fucking bad because we upheld this lie for like, I want to say 2 months. And every time, like instinctively, my mom will say something about ghosts. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. That's bullshit. And she's like, you witnessed what was on that video. And I'm like, I had to just zip my lips because I had to maintain the whole facade. And I'm like, bro, I cannot fucking do this. So finally, I'm like, it was a hoax. Like, we were just fucking with you. It was a complete lie. And like, my sister thought it was so funny. She wanted it to keep going. And I'm like, I can't do it because I can't pretend as if like ghosts are real. And like that legitimized her worldview, and I have to play along and just like, oh yeah, you're right, ghosts are real. I saw it. No, so like, yeah, that taught me like, no, you can't.
How did your mom feel when you told her it was a hoax? Did she freak out?
She didn't believe it at first. She was like, no, you're just saying that. We had her so it's actually like this is really fucked up. So mom, I'm so sorry if you see this. Like we had her convinced that it was real, and finally, when we had to explain in detail, it's like, no, we turned on the faucet like from underneath the sink, and like. The way we made the ghost disappear was we just like had the camera angle. He like ducked down and we filmed it. Like it was just like we had to explain it in like every minute detail. So that way she's like, "You fuckers!"
This is making me
Does
laugh.
she still
like,
watch
Lance,
those shows?
I was thinking.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like Lance, now that you're talking about ghosts, that might also be a future path. Like, where does Candace go after conspiracies, murders? I think we get into the supernatural. So ghosts,
ghosts and
aliens.
There's a lot of money in that. There's a lot of money in that. Yeah,
These ghost hunter YouTubers.
Oh yeah,
they're huge.
Yeah.
What does mom think now? Now she thinks that it's funny because like it was a long time ago. I was like a young prick and thought it was hilarious. Now I would feel I'm much more soft as I get older. I would feel terrible. I couldn't like lie like that just to fuck with somebody. But she does think it's funny now, and she doesn't hold a grudge, thankfully, which I'm thankful that she forgave me for that because that's extremely fucked up in retrospect, obviously. But we just thought it was the funniest thing ever because she loved that kind of stuff. So we were like, YOLO. We were literally saying that at the time because that was the thing then too. Actually, no, I don't know when this was. This was like 2012. So I don't know how old.
Yeah, I think that's like YOLO time.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's around that circa, but yeah, I feel bad about that for sure. So I don't think I can maintain a Candace level lie without either fucking up or feeling bad. Yeah, lies, or feeling bad. But honestly, exactly. I don't know if she's like high on her own supply. Like, does she believe what she's saying? I kind of feel like she does in some ways, or at least she's convincing enough to make me think maybe it's a possibility that she actually does believe the bullshit that she's saying, and she's just like naturally.
I could see her convincing herself. I feel like the best liars are the ones that are able to convince themselves of their own lies, where they're just like super into their own bullshit to the point where it's like it seems like they're not lying.
That has to be part of it, right? Otherwise, she's like a compulsive fucking liar, especially the level of the lies. Like, it's lieflation. This is like term I'm stealing from Kyle Kalinske, where like you say one lie and it just keeps going up. It's got to get more outrageous and extreme.
Lieflation. That's great.
Where the lie just gets worse. I don't know.
Not wrong.
It's a lot. Yeah. I don't know what to do with these people except watch and comment.
Yeah.
Maybe subscribe.
That's great.
No, I'm not gonna subscribe.
I'm gonna jump off though. I'm getting sleepy. But it's been great, Anthony. It's been great meeting you. It's great to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me. It was very nice to be here.
I will see you all.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, David. This is my last episode of the Leftist Mafia.
That's right. I will see you.
Oh, is it really the last episode of the year for you? Wow, already?
It's my last episode, period. I'm leaving the show.
He's retiring.
Yeah. Really?
No, I'm not. So I'll be back the first, not the first Thursday. I think that's New Year's Day, but I think it's like the 8th. I'm taking a little bit of time off, and I don't like to publicize that too much because then you motherfuckers aren't going to watch my content that I post while I'm away, and I worked very hard on it. It's not just useless filler. It is very good content, at least like by my standards. Thank you, Lance. Yeah.
We're always watching.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I've got to take a little bit of time to. Oh, I'm trying to get rid of that. Just like I guess repair my brain because this year really did a number on me, and I think that if I just enjoy the holidays and kind of unplug and not watch politics, it might do me might do me some good. So I'm gonna do that.
I think it would do
I'm gonna
everyone
chill.
some good to do the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a slow couple of weeks for me on the channel, but that's the goal. But should we get to super chats?
Yeah, well, before that, why don't we let Anthony plug his channel where people can find him? And also, if you don't know, you're welcome to stay for the super chats if you like it. Some people are like, I'm finally able to get off and I don't want to be here anymore. Other people are like, I don't mind super chats. So it's totally up to you.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's the middle of the night in Lebanon right here, and Anthony is here. So
yeah, it's
what time is it?
It's 5 a.m. now. I started you guys, so 5:30 for you guys was 3:30 for me. So it's now 5:18 in the morning, but I stayed up just for this. I'm happy. I'm a big fan of all you guys, so I'm very happy to be here.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate that so much, Anthony.
We enjoyed having you. Yeah.
I'd love to have you guys on someday on the show as well if you guys are ever down.
I'd love to be on.
Absolutely, yeah.
To answer your question, Lance, I host a show called I have a channel called Do Not Worry. We used to host a podcast called Do Not Worry Podcast. At this point, it's just the name of the channel. So I live stream like 4 to 5 times a week. We essentially cover things that happen in Lebanon. Like, for example, the Pope came to Lebanon for 4 days. I kind of did some Pope coverage, just like randomly. We talk about Palestine, stuff that's happening in South Lebanon, the war, a lot of like Ethan Klein coverage. Recently, we just talked about the Casey Tron lawsuit and the dangerous precedent that Ethan is trying to set with these lawsuits, going after just like random creators and trying to ruin them financially. So yeah, we kind of hang out on the Do Not Worry podcast if you guys want to join us there. I'm streaming 45 times a week. And Twitter, I wouldn't tell you to go to my Twitter anymore because I was telling Mike before we started filming that I've been added to some like lists ever since I've been beefing with Asmongold. Every time I tweet now, I get like ravaged by Asmongold fans. And I noticed that I've been added to like Twitter lists. So anytime I tweet, whether you follow me or not, certain people are like notified and they just like get in your replies. It's fucking annoying, but got to get used to that stuff.
That's fucked
up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very annoying. And I literally like Asmongold beefed with me for literally saying that like I don't think Casey Tron should lose her home for reacting to a YouTube video. Just saying that was enough to drive these people insane.
So controversial.
Right?
I find posting about her at all online now, you'll just get like hundreds of replies of people who are so angry. Not even just like, fuck you. It's like they actually are just like, you are basically trying to destroy all men. You don't know a grifter when you see one. Like, you're going to die. Like, you're just like, wow, this is intense. Like, I can't imagine what he has to deal with.
I got a guy, man, I got a guy sent me like a Instagram DMs, which I didn't answer to. Then he sent me emails like, hey, you didn't read my fucking message, you piece of shit. Like, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Pay attention to me.
Insane. Just for being like, she shouldn't lose her home. So
spicy take.
That it makes me sad. That whole situation makes me so sad. My heart goes out to Casey Tron and Frogan and Denims because that is it's very sad that people use their wealth that way. I mean, it happened to Ethan and Elon. I felt very bad for them when Bold Guy, I think his name is Matt Haas, sued them. I felt very bad for them, and I feel bad and kind of just sad that they're doing the same fucking thing. It's gross.
Well, Ethan got sued by a guy called Ryan Kavanaugh a couple years ago for streaming a few seconds of like a Jake Paul versus like some other influencer fight. And then he got sued for like copyright infringement, and he ended up losing that lawsuit and ended up having like to settle and to film a public apology on his own podcast, which was considered very embarrassing for him. So essentially he's just trying to make these other people go through the embarrassment that he went through. Since he had to feel that shame and like record a 2-minute apology and say that he was wrong, he wants to make other people do the same thing. He was never really about copyright. He doesn't care about getting like, what did Casey Tron, how much ad revenue did he miss out on by Casey Tron watching his video? Nothing. Negligible.
These are always about creators by comparison.
Yeah, it was always about forcing them to read this like embarrassing apology, exerting some kind of control over them. And anyone who called him a Zionist, essentially, anyone who called him a Zionist over the past 2 years, he's trying to find a way to get back at them and get back at Hassan indirectly through people that he knows or who he associates with. It's been nonstop. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Maybe the internet was a mistake. Maybe
it feels like that many times. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if we just all left permanently, the world would be better. I don't know. It's really depressing. I hate it all. Okay. Did you want to go first, Lance, and read your
Yeah, I can
comments?
go quickly. I only have two.
Okay.
Looney Tunes 9000. Thank you for the $4.99. Usually I would post something funny, but I want everyone to know that the ice raids have started here in New Orleans yesterday. Thoughts? Thanks, guys. Other people were mentioning that, asking if we'd talk about it. I don't know if any of you know about that, but ice is now entering New Orleans, and they're doing the icy, fashy stuff.
Not surprising at all to me.
That's fucked. I saw that, and I don't know if that tweet was accurate, but that they were deploying ICE in Dearborn now because there's a whole like Muslim scare ever since the attack in DC. So like I think there's going to be a lot more ICE presence in Arab areas, Arab Muslim areas. But I don't know how accurate that is. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is happening. There's a lot of ICE activity in Portland, Oregon, and also in Beaverton. For those who don't know, Beaverton, like that whole area, Hillsborough in Oregon, has a huge Latino population, and it's scary. My niece works in Portland, and she's a Latina, and she like sees ICE, and she's like, because I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a citizen; it's just if you're brown, they target you, and it's genuinely just chilling.
I'm worried when my family lives in the States, so if I go to visit, I can look, I'm vague looking, they don't know what I am, I'm brown, I have a beard, like I could just be as easily stopped. My family could be stopped if they're speaking like anything other than English. There's a Lebanese guy who had opened a Trump burger restaurant who got deported.
That's right.
He was Lebanese, weirdly enough.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're like a Trump loyalist. They'll go after you. They're even going after so many in the Cuban community, which I think predominantly voted for Donald Trump compared to other Latinos. And that's just fucking like it's just so draining because there's really no escape. The one positive thing that I will say is that Americans in certain communities that are affected, like they've done a good job. I can't speak for like all communities, but like at least in like communities that I'm familiar with in Oregon, they've done a really good job at forming like neighborhood watches, like an ICE watch to let people know like when they're there, and they'll have teachers escort students to school with Latino families and whatnot. And it's nice to know that people are taking that seriously because like public officials aren't doing enough, but there's a lot of like underground training for like what to do if ICE approaches you, and they're these are in English and Spanish, and they're being organized even like more rural areas in Oregon, and seeing that is actually really encouraging because if people just know their rights, it's not going to save them, but it will make them better off in the long run for sure.
Joseph Care 27, thank you for the $5. You're in my top 5 because you cover gaming. Young Ye is my top channel, and I got Curious Mind because I watch a lot of history and current events videos. Thank you so much. I didn't know that I got placed in someone's top for gaming, and I don't actually cover a lot of gaming, so don't know how that happened, but that's cool. Looney Tunes 9000, thank you for the other $4.99. One more thing, Lance. If Billy May saw the Wokebusters video, he would do some serious crap to Vince. That's referencing, I don't know if you all know that the ShamWow guy who used to sell the ShamWow, the slap chop. He's now a anti-woke Republican who's got a whole campaign where he does a parody of Ghostbusters called Wokebusters, which is 90% about transphobia and 10% about making racist jokes about black people. And that's, I think, his campaign.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so enjoy that. It might be something to go see. And then finally, thank you to Leftist Gamer Girl for subscribing. Thank you to ACAB Forever. Thank you to Cassie the Lioness. And also thank you for the raid Dead Domain. Take it away, everyone else.
All right. Did you want to read yours, Matt, or did you want me to read mine?
You can go ahead. Yeah, sure.
All right. So Lizzie Bennett says, controversial take. I'm glad that Hillary lost. She gave us Trump in the first place. After that speech she gave, it's clear America would lose either way. Lizzie also says, like, it's so infuriating talking to debating with Zionists regarding the genocide issue as if unaliving children, then playing with their toys, as the IDF did, would be reason enough not to support such a thing. Right. It feels like this isn't one that you really should have to debate or make the case for, but
or explain.
But that's the world we live in. Rolando says, enjoy your time off in the holidays. You have earned some rest. What are your thoughts on this year's Game of the Year nominees? Well, thank you for that. I'm thinking that Claire Expedition. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is going to take it. My personal game of the year is Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I'm a sucker for those kind of platformers. But Claire Obscure Expedition 33 deserves it for sure, and I think it'll win. Jim says a small gift on behalf of the Do Not Worry community. Oh, that's so kind of you.
Jim's awesome.
Anthony's viewers showing up. Love to see that. Love to see the
Jim is one of our. We call him Mayor Jim. Awesome. He used to be an activist since the Reagan days. Jim's an OG.
No shit.
Leftist.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you, Jim. Bayphoto says, how the hell does that list not have Nick Fuentes on it? Referring to the anti-Semite of the year list. That's a great question, right? To have him be left off, but Miss Rachel be put on.
Are they trying to avoid like duplicates with last year? Because last year they had Hassan Piker on, they had Candace on. They're both missing from the list. Are they maybe?
Okay. Then at least give some rationale to their stupidity. That makes sense.
I don't remember if he was on last year, but maybe they're trying to like avoid the same nominees, expanding the net, widening the net.
That makes sense actually. Chris says, so many sausages at this fest, highly unbalanced questing party here, LOL. Hey, we can't help it, okay? Rebecca is at a Brandy concert. I do not blame her. I would be at a Brandy concert too if I had tickets. And Ariana is burnt out, so the ladies needed some rest. I'll be gone, so it'll be rebalanced maybe. Nintendo Gaming Channel says, my opinion, if you choose to go to the U.S. under U.S. Nazis Party, formerly U.S. Republican, might as well go to North Korea and Russia. Yeah, I would not. I would certainly, if you don't have to come to the U.S., I would not recommend it, especially if you are at risk to be harassed, which is everyone that's not like white and straight, because it's not worth it. Fuck this country. Don't give us your money right now. Boycott us. Comrade says, if wanting kids to live is considered blood libel, what's that to say about the people making that claim? Fucking nuts. Great point. Dynamic Editor says, hey, Mike, I help run your Discord, and I'm running for office. No shit. I sent you an email about an interview on the Leftist Mafia if y'all are interested. I have not checked my emails in a very long time, Dynamic Editor, but I will. I'll try to remember to do that. I'm going to be probably not getting to it soon, but congratulations on running for office. That's really exciting. Happy
Good luck.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Sam says, thoughts on a new Rush Hour film, I think he's trying to say, by Paramount when Trump said he wanted it. Also, Paramount complained that WB favoring Netflix in the bid for WB. So I saw that they were making a Rush Hour 4. I think we're good. I think we were good at Rush Hour 2.
Yes.
I would watch a fourth one if I'm being perfectly honest. I wouldn't pay for that. But if somebody was like, hey, I have this DVD. People don't watch DVDs, but if it was on the TV, I would watch it, I guess. In terms of Paramount complaining about WB, I saw this, they thought that the deck was stacked in favor of Netflix. I guess that's good. I don't want anybody to acquire the WB, but if I had to, if I was forced to choose, I'd say probably Netflix is the lesser evil, because Paramount is just straight up right-wing propaganda and Zionist propaganda now too. So no, I don't want to see that shit. So yeah, I hope that they lose.
The Ellisons are mega Zionists, and they have a blacklist of actors that they deem too pro-Palestine or anti-Semitic to work with. So basically, any actor that signed that letter to boycott working with Israeli production houses or Israeli productions, they're probably not going to be hired to work with Paramount. Also, there's a fun fact about Rush Hour. So Brett Ratner, who's accused of sexual harassment and sexual assault in Hollywood. He's the director of the trilogy, and he recently directed a Melania Trump documentary that's coming out in 2026. So that's his connection to and Trump asking the Ellisons hey, why don't you make a Rush Hour 4? So there might be a connection there where because Brett Ratner can't get any work in Hollywood anymore. He's working in the UAE and Saudi Arabia now. That's the only place where he can get work.
What?
Literally, he's doing projects and
accused him of terrible things. Olivia Munn is amongst them. He's apparently an absolute monster in the industry. Yeah.
And so apparently, this might be also a way for him to try to get back into Hollywood and try to direct something. So the Trump connection, the Melania Trump thing, and the Ellisons, it's all working together.
Oh my God! I'm glad you told me that lore. You might have ruined Rush Hour for me, but I'm glad I know.
What I want to know is, what is Jackie Chan doing? Because Jackie Chan has always seemed awesome and wholesome, and I love his early films, and a lot of them were anti-colonial as well. You know, against like Japanese.
I loved Jackie Chan growing up.
So what's he doing? He has more than enough money. You can't say this is about money. He's like so goddamn rich.
He's old now though. Like he's I don't think people time is how old is Jackie? He's old. He's 71 years old. He's 70.
Yeah.
He can't do that stuff anymore. When did their last Rush Hour movie come out? Hold on.
Like 15 or 14 years. And by the way, also
2007. It's been almost 20 years.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
He was in his late 40s when he was last doing those stunts. He can't do them anymore.
It'll be about the next generation, their kids or their grandkids. But also, wasn't Chris Tucker on Epstein's Island?
That
as well.
Absolutely was.
He's one of the people in those confirmed like stories about him being on the plane. Yeah.
I think I'm good with that Rush Hour. And plus the third Rush Hour like made less money than the second one. And like the audience is just getting older, so no one cares about this. No one's gonna show up to watch this.
I mean, the Rush Hour movies were great for what they were. I mean, that time has passed though. Like I can't imagine.
I think that was his best performance, and
I agree.
it sucks that he's
Chris Tucker's best performance is in Fifth Element. That's his.
That's
best
what I just said.
Oh, you said that? I didn't hear that.
I said I loved him in the Fifth
I thought
Element.
you said Rush Hour. I'm sorry. It's late, man. I'm exhausted.
Oh no, Fifth Element by
I
far.
am too. I'm exhausted as well. But yeah, no, I agree. Fifth Element for sure.
Oh yeah.
Sam, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. Oh, actually, you did it twice. Thank you, Sam. Rachel Atwood says, are HRC's Jewish grandkids old enough to hate her? I don't know if they're old enough to hate her, but I'm sure that at some point they will. Well, I don't know. It depends on how you're raised, right? We'll see. We'll see. Sam also says, with the RAM prices going up, thoughts on Micron crucial to abandon selling RAM and SSD to PC builder, but instead to AI companies? This is crazy as fuck. It is crazy. Yeah. I saw that story today. I can't speak too much about it because, as you know, I'm not the most tech savvy person. I'm more of a boomer. But yeah, anything that shifts from like that to AI, anyone that is helping to build AI, fuck them. I hate AI. I'm so sick of AI.
It's like, Mike, if you don't know, it's kind of like the GPU crash that happened because of Bitcoin mining. Now there's a RAM, shortage because of the amount of RAM necessary to run the servers that power, deep machine learning.
So it's actually for AI is why there's this shortage.
That's where all the RAM is going that is available. It's being used by those giant data centers. So that's why consumer RAM all of a sudden is unavailable and skyrocketing in price. And so is the cost of used RAM and stuff like that. It sucks.
Jeez. I'm glad that I'm not like looking to build a new PC or upgrade anytime soon because
it's a bad time to do it.
No, that would be terrible. Rachel Atwood also says, is it a war crime if war isn't declared or a murder? I mean, that's a great question, Rachel. I would argue both. Because, those bombings in the Caribbean, I think it's murder and a war crime. Either way,
they've all been illegal strikes on sovereign citizens, most likely who are fishing off their own coast, right? I can't say for sure, but it definitely seems like he's just blowing up fishermen.
Right. I mean, even if they're literally smuggling drugs, that's not a death sentence. You don't.
Well, they're not allowed to just execute the will. But you're also technically you're not supposed to do that either. Those are all under international law of war crimes.
That's drugs are a criminal offense, not like something you get capital punishment for. It's fucking insane. They think they can just kill. I mean, the U.S. government thinking it can kill people just like willy nilly is not a new phenomenon, but it's just crazy how they expand, the justifications for killing people. They just they don't give a fuck.
There's so much language like preemptive strikes. Like, for example, they keep escalating in Lebanon, yet it's never being counted as like a war. They just keep escalating and escalating and escalating, but they always say that but it's not escalating to a point of a war. But when we're being bombed every single day, what do you call that?
Right.
But they just refuse to call it a war. It's just either preemptive strikes
or strike back. Like if Lebanon does something in Western media over here, that's all we read about. Like Lebanon attacks Israel, and you're just like, oh, okay. But
why is Lebanon doing this? It's always
literally
out of nowhere. Like
there's literally a report. Like the U.S. government literally said it's only going to be considered retaliation if Hezbollah responds. So right now they just have to sit there and take it. We just have to sit there and do nothing.
It's crazy.
And Israel is building a wall like 4,000 meters within our border, inside our border, and they're building that wall right now. And there's nothing we could do about it. Literally, like they're taking some parts of South Lebanon right now, and we're
Jesus
just fucking
Christ.
sitting there. Yeah,
It's so infuriating. And Americans have no idea. Most Americans have no idea just like how loathed we are around the world because we let shit like this happen. We let our allies do it. But the second like a different country does this, then it's like, oh my God, no, you have to protect, sovereignty. It's like we let that happen. We let Israel do that as we're like, no, Russia, you can't invade Ukraine. And Russia shouldn't be able to invade Ukraine. But like, it's just the hypocrisy. Like words have no meaning.
Yeah.
There's just, it's all falling apart. And Americans don't necessarily know that that's how we're viewed around the world as like hypocrites and the bad guys. But we absolutely the fuck are the bad guys.
Yeah. No, the last 2 years have done an immense, like a crazy amount of damage in terms of like just the word human rights means nothing anymore. Like to everyone outside of the US, it is like, and look, the Middle East was never a fan of the US, but it's never been this bad. Like at this point, like the West has been exposed for like everything that they stand for, all of those pillars that they hold, the pillars of the West, and it's like it's all bullshit at this point.
Yeah, it's all falling apart, and they're the ones who did it.
Exactly. So,
but Saudi Arabia still loves us, and the UAE.
Hey, Mr. Beastland, let's go, Beastland!
Right?
Come on.
I thought that was a joke at first, like satire that he was building his theme park in Riyadh. It's in Riyadh, right? Like, what the fuck, Mr. Beast?
I love that the announcement was literally like the 3D renders, like they hadn't because it was being built by the slaves as he was announcing it. Like all they could show was 3D renders of the. I'm like, this is fucking insane.
And then it just appeared, and then it was just done, out of nowhere.
Welcome
to Beastland, and you're just like, whoa, that's wow. All right, cool.
God. What a trick. That's wild. The world that we are living in is so fucking strange. Jackson says, what a handsome panel. Well, thank you so much, Jackson. Thank you all for your individual news contributions. Free Palestine, keep it in the news from Somerville, MA. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you watching. And thank you for the compliment. Autistic Goblin says, I am sitting on the floor sorting 50 pounds of BIL's childhood vintage 90s Lego pieces, listening to y'all talk about Lego. I found my people. Fuck yeah. I forgot that Autistic Goblin is actually an AFOL, which for those who don't know is an adult fan of Lego.
Okay.
It's a whole little community, and I watch. I
don't like that name. It makes it sound like there's something like it's dirty or something.
Really?
AFOL.
AFOL. So if you watch these these videos like on TikTok of people building Lego sets, like they'll buy this giant like 5,000 piece set and they'll put it together in like 2 minutes or whatever. Like it's edited, right? But it's so satisfying because they just like fast forward and you just hear the click. So it's like click, 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 click. And then you see it come together. It's like, it's one of those like oddly satisfying things. And I really enjoy watching that content. It's very, very, it's fun. It's just like really relaxing. And it like takes me out of the mental hell that I'm living in. Yeah. It's a good palate cleanser.
I love Legos. To me, I don't know why they always seem so obscenely expensive to me. Like those sets, I'm always shocked at how expensive they are, and it's always more expensive than I like remembered. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
yeah, Legos are insanely expensive, and what's crazy is that they appreciate as soon as they like get taken off the market. So like Lego will put out a set, and it's like it'll stay on the market for 2 years, and they'll pull it, and then it'll go up by like $100 on the aftermarket. $200 the next year. Like it's crazy. Like there's a set. It's a Cloud City Star Wars set from like I want to say the mid 2000s. It is $3,500 if you can get that set with all of the minifigures. One in particular, it's very expensive. A Boba Fett.
Holy shit!
It is fucking insane. Like there's entire investment communities that I found out about with regard to Lego, and I don't like that aspect at all because it's like, dude, like. Just build the Legos. Don't fucking start trying to like make it into an investment commodity. Like just build the fucking shit and enjoy it. But that's how everything goes.
That would be pretty amazing to retire off Legos, to have that as your story. Like, oh yeah, I'm retired, man. Legos. I cashed in. I had the right ones.
I mean, yeah, I saw my mother-in-law sent me this TikTok of this old guy who's like, I want to say 70 or 80, and he passed away, and he was collecting Legos for decades and decades. And he kept all of them. and he had like, I want to say hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Legos. I think it was like over $1 million.
Wow.
But the person who was filming it owned a Lego store, and they bought like $165,000 worth of Lego.
Whoa.
And it's just wild shit. It's mostly like the rare stuff that's still in the package that is like super hard to come by.
You bought a condo
It's
worth of Lego.
You could fucking retire off of that. It's like, okay, we're
I
talking
know.
about billionaires. Some of these Lego hoarders, we gotta tax their wealth too, because that shit is
Oh,
fucking.
yeah. I'll tax
They
that
might be
Lego.
sitting on gold mines. V-Man says, you see that so-called debate on the Israel-Palestine situation in Canada that had 0 Palestinians. That's like having a debate on Puerto Rico status without the Puerto Rican independent movement. I
So
mean,
they're referencing the monk debate in Toronto, and it's even worse. They wouldn't let people in who had anti-Palestinian stances for the audience because they were worried about people were going to be like jeering too much. So there's a lot of videos of people who are Muslim and are visibly Muslim, and they're showing up there and they're getting kicked out at the door, and they're like, "Wait, I have a ticket," and they're like, "No, sorry, we have the right to refuse tickets and stuff like that." Because they didn't want people to be yelling out at the debate. It was and also there was 2 war criminals that were invited to the debate. That's the other part to speak. Yeah,
not
so
Muslims, just the war criminals are
No,
welcome.
2 war criminals from Israel were invited to speak at the debate.
From
there's a lot of people who are like,
Israel.
yes, they probably shouldn't have been allowed in the country, actually, not to go debate for fun and at the monk debates. But yeah, that was a thing.
Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. I guess I'm just a little bit more disappointed because Canada, I mean...
Oh, no, we're racist as fuck. Don't... we got
I expected better still.
A lot of problems. We just say sorry a lot, but we're just as racist and colonial. But we say sorry.
As long as you apologize.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Americans don't even apologize. We're just like, fuck you, deal with it. Jacqueline says, I had 3 political shows mentioned. I think this is referring to the YouTube recap. Robert Reich, Humanist Report, Jimmy Fallon, LOL, no idea. So I wasn't, that actually is a little bit encouraging. Maybe I'm not completely buried. There's some hope. We have evidence that the Vanguard and the Humanist Report are 2 political channels that have been mentioned in recaps.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn, Robert Reich still putting out content. That's impressive.
He is unstoppable. Yeah.
He's one of the biggest accounts on Blue Sky. His,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his account's huge.
I like that.
Damn.
V-Man says Afton Bain should run again in 2026 because the GOP won't have the resources to focus on a single district when they have a map's worth of seats to defend. That's a great point, actually. I think she probably will. It seemed like she said she was going to do that. So that's a great point. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Rachel Atwood says Lilith is Kyle's rockstar producer and unsung hero. Yeah, she's been with Secular Talk for a very long time. Shout out to Lilith. Action says, doesn't the left/Dems need a serious form of the Vanguard, like the podcasters, Silly and Billy? I'm just kidding. That does serious investigations into the grifters on the left/Dems that piss away the money. I mean, I don't think they really care. I think a lot of Democrats, and this sounds cynical to say, but I think they just they are just wanting to do the bare minimum to collect their congressional pension and find some job as a lobbyist. I don't think they actually care about anything. So none of that is something
really
that's
a
in their purview.
really popular liberal podcast that is, takes it to the Dems. Like, there's a lot of really good ones that they'll say, Donald Trump's a fascist and explain a lot about what's going on, but you don't see a lot of them that are like, oh, also who paves the way to fascism? Let us tell you about our own party. There's not that.
Yeah. The Bay photo says Taylor Swift is so PR cautious that she's always 4 years too late on political issues. You all should watch Taylor Lorenz's recent video on her. Oh, I did see that. I didn't watch it yet, but I'll have to check that out for sure. V-Man says, here's a fun fact. Every pro-statehood Puerto Rican in Congress is on the AIPAC payroll. Also, there is a Substack on the ties to Zionism and Puerto Rican statehood. I did not know about this. I'll have to check that out because it's not super surprising since, AIPAC is entrenched in all aspects of American politics. But yeah, that's crazy. So Rachel says here, Candace kept Charlie's secret. Erica exploited it. Stakes High? Yeah, that's the next one. Stakes High says, taking a break from our dystopian nightmare, have you played the Night Rain DLC yet? I've been having a lot of fun with it so far. P.S. Matt, LFGM. So I'll be honest, I have not played Night Rain at all. I really love Elden Ring. I've played through it multiple times, different builds, but I don't know if the whole online element would be something I like, because you have to play with other people, and I'd worry that I would suck compared to them, or that they would suck and fuck me up. And I just want to play by myself. Like with those kinds of games, I don't want to like just rush. I like to take my time and really find good gear and weapons. So I don't like the idea of having to like, you've got an hour and then it all goes away. That kind of like is antithetical to me with why I like those Souls games. Sometimes I like to, grind, farm, resources so I can level up. And I just feel like that wouldn't be my cup of tea. That being said, if it's on sale for like $10 on Steam or something, maybe I'll give it a try. But I have not, as of yet, tried Elden Ring at all. So definitely haven't checked out the DLC. Looney Tunes says, not gonna lie, RFK Jr. needs soap in his damn mouth from that disgusting poem. Yeah, this was from a couple of weeks ago where he was writing love letters to Olivia Nussi and saying that he wanted to like felch her. I'm going off of memory, but I don't want to know about him felching anything out of Olivia Nussi's butthole or coochie or.
I gotta say, her last name, Mike, sounds like one of the words that you taught us. I mean,
Olivia Nussi. I mean, that's her name, right?
I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like one of your out of the Mike's vocabulary dictionary.
maybe RFK Jr. watches the Humanist Report and he's like, "Oh, her name is Olivia Nussi, so she must want me to felch her or some shit." I mean, how old is RFK Jr.? How is his libido still working? Like, bro, wrap it up. Like both literally and figuratively.
Chemicals.
He takes without a doubt. He's on more. I don't know if you noticed, but like. All the people talking about how like buff or like healthy he looks are insane. Anyone who knows anyone who knows anything about like, and I just know about this stuff because I've been a pro wrestling fan for decades. If you are so jacked that you can barely move your body, you are on stuff. You're not healthy. You're not supposed to be like that. Like everyone knows, like when like in pro wrestling, the really scary guys are not like fucking chiseled. They're just like big meaty dudes, but they're not chiseled. Mm-hmm. Like when you're chiseled like that, it's because you fucking are like you're like basically like filled with helium. Like you'll pop. You can't do anything. You're not healthy. You're not athletic.
And I hope
you're
that
just
RFK pops.
Yeah,
that'd be nice. But yeah, like my advice to RFK would be, hey man, just settle down, find yourself a nice wife. You don't need to be hitting up women that are like a quarter of your age. But he already did that. He has a wife and he's looking for some side nussy. I just don't. I hate him so much. Like, what a piece of shit.
He cheats on her a lot. Like the numbers are astonishing that I've heard thrown around for the amount of affairs that he's had. Not to mention he's also accused of sexually assaulting his maid. So, and he didn't deny it. Yeah, and he didn't deny it on television. Like he was in a TV interview.
Right.
They brought it up, and then he was like, "Yeah, there were certainly lines in there that I was not expecting to see published." And it was like, "Wait, no, so it's true."
And he was on Epstein's plane.
And he was on Epstein's plane, which he revealed multiple times without any provocation. I love that on Fox News at the bottom, the Chiron changes. All of a sudden, it's like breaking. Like RFK Jr. was on Epstein's plane multiple times with family. I was like, oh my god.
It's just the fact that like we know about these poems just pisses me off. It's like I don't want to have that visual. Why would they? And I just found out that Olivia Nussi wrote like a book.
Oh man, yeah.
Why do you think we want to read your book?
The backlash to that has been intense, though. I gotta say, she is getting a lot of like, yeah. And I'm no way supporting her. I think it's ridiculous the fact that you wanted to write a book about your like affair, but it's like a sexting affair online.
Is that what it's about? Though?
That's what it's about. She had incriminating evidence that probably could have damaged RFK Jr.'s rise to power. She decided not to publish it because she was in love with him, and she was in love with him through a text relationship. Yeah, and then they were having they were having a texting affair and all this kind of stuff. And
they never actually did it.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not joking. And then everyone was like, okay, first off, this is like unethical on every level. Everything you've done here is
Right.
wrong. That's for a journalist to get a story from a person who you then withheld information about in order to protect him because you were in love with him because of sexy. Like that shit is all really fucked up. But now, like she was on the Bulwark and they were just flat out asking her very simple questions. Like, you know, do you regret any of that? Do you think it was unethical and stuff like that? And she got mad. Like she was just basically like, you can't ask me these kind of questions. Like I find this very, you know, uncalled for kind of thing. And then everyone's like, but no, this is news. This is big news.
Right.
You're on your book tour and your book is about this. What do you mean you're not going to answer questions about it? Don't write the fucking book.
What a clown.
Yeah.
She wants the clout, but she doesn't want to like, she just wants to share what she wants to share. That's crazy to me that they've never actually had sex with each other, because I feel like you wouldn't talk about things like that unless you were already intimate with each other. But he's just like texting her like, oh, my love, I want to felt you. Who does like,
I feel like it's even more unethical because she didn't actually physically do anything with him.
I have to look up what felch means. What does felch mean?
Don't look it up. Don't look it up, Anthony.
I have to. I need to know what that
Don't
means.
do it.
I want to see him learn. All right. I
Oh,
want to see
Anthony.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
I wasn't
Anthony.
ready for it. Yeah.
Oh God! I should not have looked that up.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
What a world! What a world! What a world! Right?
This
I mean-
is just to remind you, this is the guy that is like policing our public health and acts like a fucking expert while he's felching on below.
Jesus
Or on the
Jesus
high.
Christ, yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
cyber felching.
cyber felching. Yeah. I feel like that's even like not going to be okay as well.
more
Like,
depraved. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It sounded gross. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting this. This
Real
combination of
degenerate
words.
ass behavior.
Literally ass.
Can you imagine like being one of his kids? Like, yeah,
God.
that my grandpa's the one who was felching Olivia Nussey. Like, I would kill myself. I wouldn't be like if that was a family member. I'm like,
into whale carcass juice. What?
like I want to see his wife's reaction. What's her name? That's the Curb Your
Cheryl
Enthusiasm.
Hines.
Yeah,
Like I
Curb
want to
Enthusiasm.
see her reaction when she read the headline about felching and her husband and Olivia Nussey. Like she deserves to like see that and be shocked. Like, cause she's a piece of shit too.
I mean,
she
from what I
absolutely
understand,
is, yeah.
from what I understand, their marriage was on the rocks, and then it just wasn't.
The 40
anymore.
plus affairs were not keeping the boat on course. What was going on
I
there?
mean, she didn't apparently matter to her enough anymore. I mean, she's.
All right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
Listen, I usually don't say things like this, but RFK Jr. needs to get his life right with God. Go to church. Read the
True.
Bible.
True. Find Christ.
I gotta
Find
clear my
Christ.
search history.
But why
dude.
does
Yeah,
why does why
We
does
just
he
need
know
research
like
history.
why
Like,
does he know
no.
those words though? Like I really don't get why he knows them.
I mean,
Like, it
he
doesn't
probably
make any
knows a
sense.
lot more than that.
True.
Yeah. He probably could school all of us.
I
I would not want to be schooled, but he probably knows way more. Yeah.
It's one competition I'm willing to lose.
Yeah. He's not some innocent grandpa. He's a sick, perverted fuck.
Oh, I mean, yeah. The reason I think everyone goes so hard is he's actually going to be responsible for. We're talking possibly into the millions of deaths from the damage he's doing to like just generations of people who are going to be vaccine deniers, who are going to think that Tylenol causes autism, like all the fucked up stuff he's doing. It's
Right.
undoing 100 years of science. It's just evaporating because of the work of him. Like he is so evil.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Vaccines will kill you. You can't take them. But just give me a second while I fucking felch some shit out of
Some
Nussy's
journal-
ass. Like, fuck you, man.
You're supposed to write a piece on me.
Like, if you want to keep doing shit like that, at least give us our vaccines, you piece of shit. You don't get to tell us we can't have vaccines while you're fucking felching people's assholes, you sick fuck. Fuck you.
It's not healthy to take the vaccine. You should felch.
I'd be swimming in shit water too, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's like his accent. That's the thing. Like his voice and felch. That's what's like making it extra gross.
Oh,
like, and you
I
just,
know.
It takes it to the next level.
Matt
Yeah.
gave that life. He just
One,
gave it life.
one felch a day keeps the doctor up.
No.
My
Stop
God.
it. No, don't do that.
Oh God. I hate these people. I have to move on before I can't think about this any longer. Jay Stein, Thank you for the super sticker. It says fist bump. It's a little emoji guy doing a fist and a bump. Thank you for that. That's a nice palate cleanser.
See, this is why we get girls. I agree.
Yeah, we always, yeah. The girls keep us like reined in.
To prevent the RFK discourse.
If you find out you have diabetes, you should 69.
It's good for your immune system if you felch from the back and then the front first. You would say something like that. That was a terrible RFK impression, but yeah. Okay.
Right.
From me, by the way. Matt's was good. Mine was
Binder's
terrible.
got you. Yeah, Binder's got you.
Mine just sounds gay.
Hepatitis should be cured with bukkake.
It ain't no. Matt, can you say it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none in RFK's voice?
It ain't no fun if the homies don't at none.
I'm spilling on myself. I can't do this anymore.
I think I actually got it down. I've been trying to do an RFK.
That actually is pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
You are quite accurate. Horrifyingly accurate.
Yeah. Okay. E. Davis says, I put together the new Star Trek Lego set this past weekend. Did you really? That's a beast of a set. That's awesome. It was an incredible set to put together. Good for you. I bet that was amazing. Susan says, Mike, is your hoodie made from a keffiyeh, and where can I get one? Yeah, it's supposed to be like keffiyeh material. It also, you can't really see it. It says Palestine in the light.
Yeah, that's dope as hell, by the way.
Kind of see it.
Badass.
Yeah, I got
That
it
is a
from
dope hoodie.
West Bank Apparel. I saw an ad for it on Instagram. I was like, oh, that's a cool ass hoodie. And they have some really cool stuff. They have actually really affordable prices. And every purchase, I'm not sponsored, by the way, but they donate to like Palestinian causes, which is really cool. So they're Palestinian Americans. So you're not buying directly from the West Bank per se. But, I like that they donate to
And sorry, what are they
Palestinian
called?
causes. West Bank Apparel.
Cool.
Yeah, that is a dope ass hoodie.
I got
wrote it
this
down,
keffiyeh
too.
there too, by the way. You can't really see it on camera. Or no, you can. But yeah, it's a keffiyeh.
Yeah.
They have good prices too, so and good quality. So I endorse them. Not a sponsor again.
Cool.
Although I did get it's funny.
There's
Somebody,
blankets. That's really cute.
they have they have like onesies, I think, too, if I'm
Oh, that's cute.
if I'm remembering. Yeah, really cool stuff. Okay. The next one here is Spot Dogs, who says, Merry Christmas days, Mike. Thank you so much, Spot Dogs. I appreciate you saying that. ABS says, hey, Mike, do you have any hopes on what to see at the Game of the Year Awards? Also, have you heard of the possible new internet ID verification bill in Ohio? I heard of a bill. I don't know if it's Ohio's internet verification bill. I've talked about that earlier, so if this is newer, then I probably missed it in my video about this. But yeah, I did talk about that, and it's definitely troubling. In terms of what I hope to see at the Game of the Year Awards, anything from FromSoft in an online game. Not Night Rain, not Dusk Bloods. I want to see like a normal, like a Dark Souls 4 or Elden Ring 2, like something like that. I already have Neo 3 coming out, so I'm excited about that, but I want something new from them that isn't online, because I don't like online stuff.
Someone just sent in another super chat about felching. It's like I can't.
Did they
understand
really?
that
Oh my
voice.
god! What have we started?
Good felch. Felching.
Pendulous says, "Enjoy your break. You work hard. Love you. Mean it." Well, thank you so much, Pendulous. That's very kind of you to say. Celeste said, or no, it's just a member for 9 months. Thank you so much, Celeste. Lizzie says, nah, enough Rush Hour. F. Brett Ratner, F. Jackie Chan for abandoning his lesbian daughter, and F. Chris Tucker for attending that Abu Dhabi comedy show.
whoa.
I had no idea.
That's news. Abandoning a lesbian daughter. That's a what? I used to like Jackie Chan. Come on, man.
Everyone's a scumbag in that movie. Every single person involved.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cursed fucking nightmare
cursed.
blood rotation. Horrible blood
Yes.
rotation.
Yeah.
Don't smoke weed with a Rush Hour 4 crew. No.
Yeah, they're all bad. Goddamn.
Well, thank you.
Jesus.
180K Chan says we need to push on Dem leadership to impeach Hegseth, though would not go anywhere, but would mark where individual politicians stand on both sides. I think that's a great idea. They're going to have to circumvent Jeffries because he already came out and said they're not going to pursue impeachment against Hegseth. So the House Democrats, the rank and file, they're going to have to nut up and actually pressure him because Jeffries is not going to do anything meaningful unless they make him do it. Kowalski says, after... Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's mine. Kowalski says, after the gym, I have a post-workout banana. I throw the peel in a yard with a Trump sign. I've thrown 320-ish peels in that yard this year. It brings me joy knowing I'm hated by this guy. I can't tell if you're shitposting like you usually are, but if you are doing that, that's fucking hilarious. It's biodegradable, so, you know, not the worst, the worst thing in the world. Parker402 says about 2 hours ago, 4 confirmed killed in boat strike. Really? While we were filming? My God. I don't know what to say anymore.
But like almost like I've had 3 major deaths happen while I live stream: Charlie Kirk, Hulk Hogan, and Ozzy Osbourne.
No shit.
All bit the dust while I was streaming. And they all have like some stuff in common. So I guess
you got to stream more often then.
Yeah, they're all pretty shitty. They're all kind of shitty in some one way or another.
Coyote says, did you see Asmongold's racist rant about Ilhan Omar? I did not see that, but it wouldn't surprise me if he said terrible things about her because he is a piece of shit.
I saw a short clip. He was basically saying that like anyone with dual citizenship shouldn't be allowed to be elected into office because like they were trying to bring whatever laws from their shitty countries into like America. So dual citizens shouldn't be allowed to run for office. And he was talking about, I didn't see the whole thing, but I think talking about like her being from Sudan or is she
Somalia?
Sudanese, right? Somalia. Him talking about Somalia being like a shithole or stuff like that. Yeah. But essentially, like if you're a dual citizen, you shouldn't be allowed to run for office.
These people are exhausting. They just like will find any reason to dehumanize and hate anyone who has a darker complexion than themselves. Like Ilhan Omar is more American than fucking Asmongold or any of these right-wing dipshits. She actually cares about like giving Americans health care and giving them a living wage and shit. So yeah, she's the real American. They can go back to Europe, take their asses back to fucking England or wherever the fuck they came from. Fuck them. Super Platinum Man says, I like that Miss Rachel gets attacked for doing something with Mataz, but Israel gets to invite Tommy Robinson and Valentina Gomez to their country as heroes. They invited Oh, they did. I forgot about that because I did a video about that. I don't know if was that a sponsored trip that she did? Either way, like she straight up like was watching Gaza get bombed while she was eating popcorn. That's how demented this person is. Watching lives be extinguished while she's eating fucking popcorn.
I feel like she tries too hard. You know, she's
like
always she's like Hitler Maxine so much that it seems kind of just like, you know,
it seems forced.
It's LARPy for sure.
Your heart's not in this, you know? Yeah, like
it's extremist-flation where she's trying to outdo herself and she's competing with herself and she keeps winning, so she feels like herself, she's winning and losing at the same time, so she's got to one up herself, beat her own record. I don't know, but she needs like genuine, sincere like mental health.
Have you ever looked at her comments, like on her replies on Twitter? Like a lot of the people in those circles also hate her. They're like, "You're not white, not pure," like all this shit. That seems exhausting.
Who would have thought? I mean, the people she's pandering to don't like her. Yeah. What the fuck? What a shock! Goddamn.
Call me Valentina.
Oh my God. Shared Prince says, have you ever watched Queer as Folk? It was one of my first LGBTQ shows I watched as a teenager, LOL, and we're about the same age, so I'm curious. I have never watched Queer as Folk, no. I did not have cable, so I did not even have access to it. If I had the ability to, I probably would have watched it out of curiosity, but I probably would have hated it because, well, actually, I can't say. I was going to say the actor is a huge, like, shit lib, and he was, like, shit-talking leftist, so I hate him. But back then, I wouldn't have known that or been, like, that politically involved. So I'm, like, I guess ascribing hatred back then when I wouldn't have known. But no, long story short, I haven't seen it. But fuck the actor in that. I don't know if I might have ruined it for you though, Shared Prince, because that guy is a huge like liberal piece of shit. I don't know if he's a Zionist, but he's probably like a liberal Zionist too. Like he's just centrist fucking shit lib. I don't remember his name. Let's see here. Jeremy Applegate. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. I'm almost through mine, by the way. Sorry, everybody. Nixter says RFK be felching raw worm-infested bear meat drenched in synthetic dye from random journalists, but won't get a dang vaccine. I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Jeremy says, check out reporting.
If he could felch the vaccine, if the delivery system was different, you know what I mean? He would be more receptive to the vaccine, perhaps.
It's true.
Maybe it's just like he has a fear of needles, so if he could get it administered that way.
Essentially.
Oh my god.
Methods for getting it.
Check out reporting on the crypto mining operation they're trying to launch on the north slope of Alaska, burning natural gas to power the operation. I haven't seen that. I'll look into that. That's crazy. Sam says, saw Begonia. Worth seeing. It has Stavos. I've never heard of Begonia.
It does have Stavos. That's true.
It does.
Stavos is the main character.
I'll look into that. I don't know what this is, but it has Stavos, so I'm interested. Is it Stavros?
It's a hard watch, but it's basically based on a Korean film about like this woman who's this corporate executive who gets abducted by two people, and you spend the whole movie wondering they accuse her of being an alien, and they're trying to save the Earth by kidnapping her. But are they actually just abducting a woman, and is this all like kidnapping and terrible, or is she actually an alien? You keep doing the back and forth the whole time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
that actually sounds interesting.
That's spoiler-free review.
Okay, I'll check it out. That's all that I have. So, Matt, did you want to go ahead and go through yours?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back, and I'll.
Oh wait, what are we? Hold on. Where I gotta get to the. Hold on.
I'll pull up your first one for you.
All right. Perfect. All right, here we go. Tokyo Hans with the super chat. I am sorry you guys didn't get into the finalist list of anti-Semite of the year. Maybe next year, right? I'm really disappointed. I thought we were up for the running for that one, guys. I guess we just weren't anti-Semitic enough.
If anyone doesn't know, woman who runs the account that runs the anti-Semite of the year on Twitter and all that, she's a rabid racist, like extreme racist.
Oh, yeah.
She's like dropped the N-word, and she's like tried to run away from that, and like it's on the way back machine though, so you can't hide from it forever. And yeah.
Oh, she is also someone who was at January. Oh my god! She was a Jan 6th person. Yeah, January 6th person.
Alongside Lives of TikTok. Wow.
Yeah.
Ethan Klein was shouting out Majority Report like 2 days ago about how you guys are like pushing anti-Semitism on the left.
Yeah. Sam Cedar, that's all what he's all about.
Sam Cedar.
He just loves being anti-Semitic. That's his whole shtick. Yeah.
That's the brand.
Yeah. You just look at him and you go, yeah, this guy is definitely hates Jewish people. Next we got Rolando with a super chat here. David's right about YouTube's algorithm excluding political content creators from the 2025 recap. The Humanist Report, Rational National, Majority Report were missing in mine. Right. Someone did tell me that my channel came up for them, and my assumption there is just like my personal channel is just not big enough for YouTube to have like blacklisted. It's just not even on their radar. Like they probably have this list of like really big channels that they knew would be on a lot of people's lists, and were just like throw these on there and didn't go past that, like didn't go down the line in terms of like smaller channels.
Well, I think they just want to discourage people from making that kind of content because it's not advertiser friendly. Anytime I used to cover the war, we would get demonetized or like get the yellow dollar sign because we're showing footage of like bombings and explosions. And the IDF recently made a $50 million donation to Google to try to like increase ads to deny the famine in Gaza. So I'm sure there's a lot of Like, I'm worried about YouTube, honestly, moving forward, because you can't say Zionist on Twitch anymore. We saw what's happening to TikTok, Instagram, Meta, very much, they very much censor pro-Palestine content. I think that's coming to YouTube. So, like, it's just scary making politically charged or any political content. It's so, unless you rely on Patreon memberships, like have a direct connection with your audience, YouTube as a platform does not help or push you at all as a creator. It's like fighting against you.
I don't think they like mind it because it just brings people to the site, but they definitely don't do anything to like promote it or back it. Absolutely, yeah. Tokyo Hans, another super chat. I just checked my YouTube recap. I think it's broken. Number 1, the majority port. Number 2, Matt Binder. Number 3, the serfs. That's interesting. Really? I don't know. Then maybe who knows what's going on.
Well, that's encouraging to see some people say that. Yeah, it's politics is showing up.
Also, I'm only number 2. I'm only number 2. Tokyo Hans. Tokyo Hans sent me 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much, buddy.
Awesome.
Deathstroke MC with a super chat. The lying lizard war criminal has opinions on genocide. Do tell. She's literally responsible for Trump in the first place, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, Hillary it takes nerve to literally have anything to say when you are single-handedly one of the biggest reasons we are where we are, because you couldn't get the easiest job in the world done, defeating Donald Trump before he even became president the first time. If there was any time to nip him in the bud, that was it. And you couldn't get the fucking job done. What a fucking joke.
And after she propped him up with the Pied Piper strategy,
how do you live that down? Like at least Kamala Harris can say that, you know, she was kneecapped in every way if she wants to like come up with excuses of losing to Donald Trump. And those are true arguments. I'm not saying that's true. That's why she lost, but those are true points that you can make. Like she didn't get to,
they didn't support properly.
Yeah, she didn't get to run a full race. She wasn't getting.
Joe Biden wasn't dropping out. Like he was like, I'm running for president. And everyone's like, you can't speak English.
Hillary Clinton literally, like, it was hers for the taking. The entire establishment backed her years in advance. She had all the institutional backing, all the backing from every organization. Donald Trump was an absolute pariah in 2015, 2016. There was no legitimate backing for him aside from his supporters. Unlike now, where like he's got the support of like business leaders and the scammy tech people. Like there was no support for Trump in that level. Like obviously there were some rich people backing him, and you couldn't get the job done. You couldn't score on the layup. Like you got to be kidding me. You should fucking just disappear for life.
Yeah.
Nerve to go out there and say any words about anything.
It's funny when Anthony's kitty popped up. I said kitty, and my dog came running in here because she got jealous. Because she's jealous of my cat. So she heard me say kitty, and she's like, "Oh, where's the fucking kitty? No, pet me instead." And that's a really cute kitty, though.
They're not used to me being up right now, so there he is. Maki, say hi.
Aww.
Say hi, Maki.
Hi, Maki.
Sweet little boy.
Oh,
get down. Get down. When you got cables and cameras, I got 2 cats, so like they're always playing and like fighting and stuff.
They have no respect for boundaries.
No respect for boundaries, cables.
Animals pets really think they're the center of the world, don't they? It's amazing. Those sons of bitches.
They are though.
They are though. They control my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I like about pets is that they do it doggy style.
Oh.
Let's go. The Bay photo. When the centrists and Ezra Klein types say the demo should run more. What? The demo? You mean the Dems should run more centrist pro-life Democrats? They're talking about people like Henry Cuellar. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we could have had a good progressive there, but the Democrats literally backed him. It's unbelievable.
Yep.
Super Platino Man with a super chat. What's your opinion of Killified trend online when people edit or face swap one face with Charlie Kirk? Oh, Kirk, yeah. I mean, what I think is
that's
that
Freudian slip.
Yeah.
I really think it's funny because it shows that the right's entire project to make Charlie Kirk an untouchable saint backfired immensely to the point where
spectacularly.
he has become nothing but a joke online. His literal image, his image, his
He's
face
a reply guy forever.
has become a joke.
Yeah.
My favorite is one of him in sexy red. I was dying laughing.
What's weird is like I see his face everywhere now. Like he's just like I think he's actually poisoned like AI models to the point where they're just like when people create AI images, they just accidentally make Charlie Kirk like
in the background.
Like he's gonna become just like a generic, like he's gonna become like the new generation's like generic name, but it's gonna be for his visual. Like his look is gonna be just like John Smith or something like that.
When
just
Ridley Scott, when he makes Gladiator 3 and they have to populate the Coliseum with like these fake CGI AI characters, there's gonna be a bunch of Charlie Kirks in there.
Right.
Essentially.
Donald James with a membership super chat member for 28 months. Thank you, Donald.
Damn.
28 months. But I was watching you, Matt, back in the Michael J. Brooks days. Left is best. Thanks, Matt. Cheers. With the non-alcoholic beer emoji. Thank you. Yeah. Those were the days. Looney Tunes 9000. Matt in the Hat is the new Mr. Wonderful. Super Platino Man with another super chat. This time 10 smackaroos. Thank you, buddy. Candace came on the scene as Red Pill Black, and folks online exposed her as a liberal who may have voted for Clinton. She was called out by Blair White, and she called her a man. She is very wily. I never got the whole Candace Owens was a fake liberal thing. Like maybe she was just like when she was in college, I think she sued her school for like racism or something. And I think she probably just had like general like
a database after that. She actually started building a database of like reasons to cancel people for like, you know, egregious acts. And it backfired spectacularly. The right hated the idea. So did like liberals.
Right. I mean, I think she is who she is. I mean, she's a right winger who has no problem going wherever she feels like she needs to in order to grift. But I don't think she's like faking being a right winger. I don't know if you guys agree.
I agree.
Candace Owens is a secret liberal. I don't think so.
I think you were right. I think you were the person who was saying earlier that she probably, or maybe it was David, she says so much stuff that she might actually start doing a feedback loop where she starts to believe some of it. I think that's plausible. I think she's got too much passion and hasn't like I would have looked for an off ramp so much longer ago. I would not have waited until like I'm literally saying out loud like French legionnaires are collaborating with Mossad to like assassinate me. Like, you know, she's gotten to the point now where she's about to cross it. If she tries to take down Erica Kirk, if she like names Erica Kirk and says that he was, she was involved into this somehow, that's the point of no return that she's gotten. That's the only thing she won't cross yet, because like you can't come back from that. Grieving widow was somehow responsible or somehow knew about the assassination of like Charlie Kirk. Like that will be a perpetual war that will like fracture the right.
Yeah,
and that might. I think you just predicted her next move. Actually, it's it's blaming.
That's the only card she has left. Then that's like that's the bad one. There's grieving widow attack. That's bad. That's bad.
Before she fakes her own death or like a fake kidnapping on live, that would be cool too. Like if she gets people to kidnap her while she's live, that would cause a lot of drama.
She would do that.
But
she has money to up the production value for sure.
Before that, she's definitely going to go for Erica Kirk. That's for sure.
Let's see. Tokyo Hans again. I have just added my Kalshi prediction based on Anthony's insight.
And he just made another prediction.
Just edit. We were changing. First, Erica Kirk killed her husband, then possibly kidnapped
or new.
Yeah. That's the trajectory that makes sense.
Yep.
This is for me. I don't see this one. But all right, Dan Wick, thank you so much for the super chat. Nothing there though. Parker with 402 with a super chat. With the World Cup draw happening tomorrow, does anyone else really want the U.S. to get an unlucky spot just because Trump will be there and he'd be mad? I don't know. I say if you're a U.S. soccer fan, you should root for Team USA. Trump doesn't care about Team USA, please. I mean, NYCFC's goalie. I'm a big NYCFC fan. Their goalie is most likely going to be the Team USA's starting goalie. So I'm 100% rooting for them to support them. Don't let Trump ruin that.
I'm rooting for Haiti. I will not watch, but I'm rooting for them because they are.
Yeah, you could root for multiple teams. Yeah, it would be great to see a team from a country win for, like a country that Trump does not like.
I would love that.
Yeah, it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Like if Canada or Haiti, I mean, it's probably like usual. It's gonna be one of like four countries that everyone knows is gonna like if it's not like Argentina, Brazil,
Germany.
the favorites, Germany, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure that Holland has put Norway in the mix because he's been a fuck. If Holland gets Norway to perform even at a decent level at this World Cup, I think Holland's gonna end up being like a fucking bigger name than he already is because he's gonna perform at the World Cup. Like he's gonna be fucking huge if they just even like get past the group stage or something like that. I really think this is gonna be his World Cup. The USA is a very small story here in the World Cup, so don't not root for the team because of Trump. Tokyo Hans again with a super chat. Just want to tell Anthony he's great. We try to watch live, but the time difference is killer.
Well, thank you, Tokyo. It was very sweet.
I know Tokyo is in Japan, like actually in Japan. And so, yeah, I don't even know what that would be.
Yeah, what's the time? There's 9 or 8 hours between me and you guys in PST. I had no idea what the fuck it would be with me.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The other side
dope.
of the world. That's a different time.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tokyo Hounds. It's very sweet.
Here's Dan Wick's super chat. This is the one I saw. I was wondering why the other one was blank. Sent one earlier, but forgot to put a message. Girl, your hair looked good today in the majority report. Take that hat off respectfully. All right. I mean, I took it off at some point. I mean,
hey,
that's
there you go. There you go. So I get to slow motion
Do
somehow.
your thing, girlfriend.
It's like a shampoo commercial.
Tokyo Hans, there's another super chat. RFK voice. Oh boy, I lost it now. Let's see if I can do it. I don't know if I could say that word. That's the problem.
I'm looking at that.
I can't do it. I'm just gonna say it in my voice. Streptococcus can be treated by regular blumpkin. What the fuck?
Came here for Sargon of Akkad. I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry, Blade.
Blade says, I came here for Sargon of Akkad. I'm pretty.
Blast from the past. Sargon of Akkad. Oh my god.
It is.
He made back in the day. He had made 3 separate video essays about me.
About you?
Because during Gamergate, Sargon of Akkad hated me. He knew exactly who I was and fucking hated me.
Wow, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the only other Sargon that anyone knows of is this guy online.
Well, I mean, the original Sargon of Akkad, people obviously know him because that's where the name comes from. That's not an original name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, he didn't make that up himself?
No, it's a historical figure, just in case you didn't know. Yeah. Narrator with the super chat. Narrator 6896 says Ilhan Omar is not actually a dual citizen at all.
Yeah, she might not be. I think that they just assume that all immigrants have dual citizenship when that's not always the case, or not even usually the case. Like, I don't know. They're just stupid.
Chris Corcoran 4515 with the super chat. Will doomed and scam economy ever return? Yes. I do feel horrible every week that goes by. I feel horrible that I haven't restarted it. I felt like how Mike and David have been feeling. You guys are lucky I didn't drop off the face of the earth like David Dole did and not show up for Leftist Mafia too. I was just completely burnt out. I've been doing streams and podcasts like 3 or 4 times a week for years. And like this past, since like not this past summer, since last summer, I've been feeling like absolutely burnt out. And like little by little, I just cut back on things. My goal is to get back swinging because I do feel a little bit more rejuvenated. Also, 3 kids now, so a little bit crazy right now with
that's a lot of
everything going on. But I think we're back in a routine, and so it should be good. I mean, yeah. The Bay Photo with a super chat. You were my number 2 channel on my recap too. So congrats on being too small for the algorithm to think you're political. LOL. No, it's all good. I mean,
nice.
Yeah, I appreciate the support. Super Platinum Man again with the super chat. PBD has compared Candace to Morton Downey Jr., an 80s talk show guy who painted a swastika on his face for ratings, and his career was over. Yeah, but the thing is that Candace's career isn't over. She's arguably more popular than she's ever been. This is her peak. She's the biggest thing right now in terms of like streamers. This has completely like rejuvenated her career, if anything.
PBD's hilarious.
I mean, literally, her friend getting killed is the best thing that's happened to her. Maybe the Blake Lively stuff was a little bit better for her career because it crossed her over outside of politics to like a mainstream audience. But this Charlie Kirk thing is certainly up there for her.
Wait, she covered the Baldoni stuff?
That's what made her explode after she left the Daily Wire. Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
She became one of the
became like
like I had people who don't follow politics who would show me TikToks of her and be like, I don't know who Candace Owens is. She has the best coverage of the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni scandal. I was like, that is a far right extremist. Like she hates like gay people, trans people, Muslim people, Jewish people. Like she's real intense. What's she doing on TikTok?
And she like sort of changed like her branding a little bit. Like if you watched her stuff during that time, it went away from like the newsy, like right-wing podcast type look to like these like soft colors, typical that you would see from like woman lifestyle influencers that talk about celebrity gossip. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like those sort of like pastel colors. The very like she totally like. Yeah, she totally like leaned on that aesthetic, and it made her like completely palatable to a whole new audience.
That's insane.
Crazy. We got to do something like that, like find a celebrity story to latch onto and then use that as a Trojan horse to make them socialists. But I just don't give a fuck about any story to like learn about a celebrity or something.
Oh, I've been really wanting to. I've been thinking
torture.
like, should I start like a sports channel, or I just talk about the Mets all day, and then that way I could like.
She had a lot of success. What? I said Emma Vigeland did that, like did a lefty sports show. Like there's a market for it, definitely.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm gonna do because I play Fortnite a lot. I'm like, I should really start a Fortnite channel because I'm just playing it. I'm just playing Fortnite anyway. I might as well, and that shit does really good. Like the only thing that I mean, if I liked Minecraft, I would be rolling in the dough because Minecraft content goes fucking bonk. Roblox content and Minecraft I just can't stand either of those games, so I can't do it. Fortnite I could do though.
This one, I don't know if you read this yet. This one is what popped up. I might have brought it up too soon.
Oh, no, this is for me. Marla Surratt with super chat. My recap was totally lame. No political content mentioned, and it's easily 2/3 of my day. Half of others, I didn't even know who they were.
That's crazy.
Well, for me, I haven't done my YouTube one yet, but for me, my Wrapped on Spotify was skewed by the stuff I play for my kids. So if you're wondering what my number one song was of the year, you'd be correct if you said it was K-pop Demon Hunter song. Yes.
Is it the one by the boy band?
It's not. It was the one that she sings when Jima, the guy at the end. Well, how does it go? Oh my God, I'm having a mental block. The one that they sing together when they're fighting.
This is what it feels like.
Oh my! My.
Will you sing it in
AirPods just died.
RFK's
Oh
voice
man, hold
before
on.
you?
I think it's like this is what it feels like, or this is what it sounds like.
Oh,
This is what it
okay.
sounds like. Yes.
This is what it sounds like. I recently I saw it like 2 weeks ago, so
Okay, I watched it
It's
myself
fresh.
as well. I watched it when I was building a Lego set. Actually, I was like, "Hey, this is pretty good."
yeah, I
It's
like
a
the
really
Soda
good
Pop
movie,
song.
and honestly,
That's a
all
good one.
all the songs are really good too. Like they are
Yeah.
actually good songs.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And the Soda Pop song is very fucking good. Yes.
Matt, will
It
you
is- it
sing
is
it in
very good.
RFK's voice?
What?
Will you sing the Soda Pop song in RFK's voice?
Oh boy. No, I can't. I can't. Maybe if it was a little bit earlier. I just feel my voice not ready to do it right now.
I thought
I'll
I'd
try
try.
and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Next one here from Kowalski.
Kowalski says, looks like with a $10 super chat. Looks like I have my first ever video to reach 40,000 views and I have over 4,000
crazy.
subs. That Binder bump on Majority Report is playing dividends, though the comments tilt me. I will put out more videos soon. Yeah, so Kowalski's got a channel now where he talks about politics from his farm. And it is like while he's like in his farming like stuff, like those farming trucks he has, whatever they're called. And I was saying on the Majority Report, like,
did you mean tractors?
Somebody doesn't play
yes.
Farming
I'm
Simulator.
tired, guys. It's 11:30.
The
All
farming
right?
trucks.
But no, but it's not just the tractors, like the called.
You're
The
cutting
thing
out.
that-
I don't know if it's your mic or your something just cut out there. Your sound is gone.
Oh shit! How
Oh,
about
you're
now?
back.
Is it fine?
You're back now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The combine or whatever it's called. I almost said the concubine, which is not that. But I was telling Kowalski, like, farming content is huge on YouTube. Like, there are people who just film them doing their farm work, and it's like a huge niche on like YouTube. And then like you've just done that, but brought politics into it, so you're hitting both audiences, probably eating up both of those audiences. You're gonna be huge. Like Kowalski's gonna be. You got to really work. Keep up that channel, man. Sooner or later, that farm may just become the set for your YouTube channel, because your YouTube will bring more money in than the farm.
Yeah, 40K views for your first ever video, Kowalski, is fucking
That's crazy.
insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like that's really amazing.
Yeah. Nobody gets that kind of number on their first video unless it's like there was this documentary about Boogie a year or so ago that got like 500K views, or maybe it's millions, but like it's so rare.
Yeah, unless you already have an audience outside of YouTube. I don't know, this person, maybe they have like a big Instagram following or Twitter following that helps redirect viewers.
I mean, they're a regular listener of the Majority Report, a regular caller, this show. So like these audiences know them. But our stuff ain't getting 40K. Our streams aren't getting 40K. Yeah.
And if his channel isn't monetized yet, that'll go a long way to help you get the 4,000 hours of watch time, and he already has the 4K subs. So good on you.
That's true.
Are you monetized yet, Kowalski? You should be now. I mean,
by now he is.
Yeah.
At this point, should be.
Lake Trout with a super chat. I'm just waiting for the Prairie Fire Kowalski OnlyFans. I mean, judging by the reaction from the two ladies on the show when Kowalski showed up via video, I mean, that is certainly something you should look into, Kowalski. Dan Wicks with a super chat. Edible just hit, so thought I'd ask another question. Matt, don't you have a New York accent? Shout out to the wife and kids. I mean, I think I do, right? I mean, Everyone's told me I have a New York accent.
Yeah, you say Mario instead of Mario. So
Mario. I say huge, like Bernie Sanders says huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah.
And Trump says huge. I never realized this though. People have been able to, without knowing where in New York I'm from, people have been able to place me in Queens, which is interesting because Queens has a very specific accent, I guess, when compared to like a Brooklyn accent.
Oh, interesting. I've never noticed the difference.
I think we're a little bit more like nasally or something than from what I've been told. We're a little bit more nasally than like the classic like yeah, I'm walking here, the Brooklyn like. Tokyo Hans, Kowalski showing corn on YouTube. Reason for the views. Yes.
Yes. I got a couple more in myself. I got this one from Marla who says, Merry Christmas and Happy Festivus. See you next year. Thank you so much. Same to you as well. And then I got a super chat with no message. It's just $50. Like, that's great. PB, thank you so much. I don't know if you meant to send a message. If so, please post it in the chat. But I really appreciate that. That is such a kind, that's a kind super chat. That's fucking a shit ton of money. Thank you so much, PB.
That's dope. Thank you.
Well, that is that's all we have for today. Any closing thoughts or any last shout outs?
I just have two quick ones. Sorry.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Bunker Cat, thank you very much. Big up. Everyone go subscribe to Bunker Cat. It's another lefty channel that needs some eyeballs on the Bunker Cat. Emily Schmidt,
love Bunker Cat.
Oh, nice, sweet. All right, Bunker
Friend
Cat.
It's
Nice.
Bunker Cat, BUNK.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, BUNK. Yeah.
Okay.
At Bunker
I'll
Cat.
subscribe now.
Sweet.
Oh,
Emily
really
Schmidt.
quick over on. Oh, you're not done. Go ahead, Lance. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, no, you can go. It's fine.
No. Finish your super chats and everything.
Emily Schmidt, 7749, thank you for the $10 and the $5. Just love to my Canadian sibling. Love your work. David never stays on long enough. I think everyone agrees. David never stays. And Lance should be voted most beautiful Canadian political news. Oh, thank you. That's kind. Yeah, that's it for me.
You are. I mean, you're very handsome guy, Lance. I mean,
thank you.
And you look like you could be. You should be in a boy band and not really doing YouTube streaming. Honestly, I mean.
I didn't think you were gonna reveal the project just yet, but Leftist Mafia is now also.
I mean, you should. I mean, you should be in like a K-pop. You should be in the Sasha Boys or something.
The male demon hunters.
All right. Well, everybody, make sure you
Oh,
go and
wait,
follow
wait,
Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Go follow. Go right now. Go subscribe to the Do Not Worry Pod. Tune in because his show is amazing. Anthony, thank you so much for staying. Usually our guests don't stay through super chats, but the fact that you stayed up and it's like the middle of the night for you, really, really appreciate it, by the way.
No, I mean, hey, when else am I going to get a chance to hang out with you guys? I wouldn't miss this for the world. Thank you so much for inviting me on. It really means a lot. I'm a huge fan of all you guys. Love you guys. Felching,
Likewise.
Felch. He's a good Felch.
Thank you, Anthony. I lost it, guys.
I hope it doesn't come back, to be honest, because it's gross.
I'm gonna dream about felching. I'm gonna like.
Oh no!
It's gonna be like, yeah, I'm fucked. I'm going straight to bed, so it's like it's the first thing.
Oh god, that'd be terrible. I apologize if that happens.
Have a good night, man. Thank you
so much for having me on.
Who are you rating?
Oh, whoever you think.
Before you rate, really quick. Looney Tunes 9000 resubscribe for 11 months and subscribe for 23 months. 23 months, is that considered 2 years? Whatever. Let's fucking go. And then Rude Dog 2525 resubscribe at Prime. Subscriber for 28 months. Thank you so much, guys. All right, now who are we rating on Twitch?
Lance?
Rating who's
or do you have any recommendations, Anthony?
Anthony.
Oh yeah.
I have it's 6 a.m. here. It's almost 7 a.m. I have no idea who's streaming at this time. Let me check my YouTube real quick. If anyone I know is streaming, real quick. I know that, like YouTube has like a raid functionality now in a way, kind of.
Oh, they do. I don't know how to do it though, because I'm
I don't know how to do that either.
You have to set it up.
Riverboat Jack.
Like it's in your YouTube settings. You have to pick a channel to redirect your. Like once your live stream ends, it'll automatically redirect your viewers to their stream.
Oh, okay.
So
I had no idea.
Something you do as you're setting up your live stream. It's in the settings.
I
have no idea who's live right now.
They should just make it. They should just make it like Twitch does, where you could just pick someone to raid, like in the moment.
Yeah.
Lance, who did you say was on?
Riverboat Jack, I think.
Oh yeah, we haven't rated her in a while.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everybody.
Love you.
I'm pressing that start raid button. Got a couple more seconds for it to load up. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, Lance, Mike, Anthony. It was a pleasure.
Blast.
We'll see you all again real soon. I'm hitting that raid now button right now.
All right, take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.